Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? I know it's a little late tonight. I'm doing a live stream. I got to get a few videos put out here because I got Constitutional Law Scholar on the wall. I'm going to be super busy. Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button. Put in the comment section OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the comment section. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear me all right. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. We're going to get right into it tonight because I got to cover a lot of videos for my editor because he doesn't have any content. And I now have got to get him some content. Constitutional Law Scholar is coming right up. I got Bruce, I got Everett, I got AgeGo, I got Jennifer Hill. What is going on? 5x5. Nice to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming. Super appreciate it. Let's get right into this first video and check this out. This video is from Not the End of Freedom. I gave him a thumbs up. I'll drop him a comment in a second. Let's check this out.
You need to be arrested right now? No.
Did you hear that?
No. You need to be arrested right now? No.
So this video is going to illustrate the reason why it's so important. If you're a First Amendment auditor, you're an activist, no matter who you are, you have to have the trifold on you, baby. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't the case. It is, though.
KTR 9570. Hasta el momento no me han dicho nada. Ahí llegó otra vez el sapito, mira. Yo creo que ese quiere venir, ese está loco por venir para acá.
Sir, can I help you? The guy that gave me the car, the guy that my friend had told me. Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Nah, not at this point. No.
All right. Is there any particular reason you're following us around?
I just
Don't worry,
want
you're
to
on camera
record
too.
you. Yeah, I
Okay.
just want to record you.
You just want to record us? All right.
Yeah,
Well, we're in the
that's
middle of a stop, so if you don't mind just pulling up a little bit over there. Okay.
Pulling up where? No, I'm okay right here.
If you don't mind just pulling up for me, that's all I'm
I
asking.
can't. No, where? Where?
Just up to the front of the parking lot over here.
Oh no, I'm good right here.
Okay. You have an ID on you by chance?
Why you need my ID?
I'm just asking for it.
Why you blinding my?
Yeah, you can record wherever you want. Like I said, you're being recorded as well. I'm just curious.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Do you not have anything better to do, or because we're trying to do our job and you're, kind of starting to interfere with that a little bit?
Interfere? Why? Because I'm recording? Interfere because I'm recording.
Do you have an ID on you?
Why you need my ID?
I just asked for it.
Oh, you the guy? Oh, you the guy that was on my garage over there, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
You don't know? What's
No.
your name and badge number?
Patrolman Leonard, it's 194.
194.
Now, do you have your ID on you?
No, but I need to make a report on you.
You need to make a report on me?
Yeah,
Okay, well, you
man.
can come to City Hall and file a report with the
I
supervisor.
will.
Okay.
So I just wanted your name. Your name is what?
Patrolman Leonard, and it's 194.
Okay, 194.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
Now he's running my plate so he can get my name.
I'm just getting your plate.
Yeah. Same thing you did last time.
So there's some fundamental. Listen, I love this auditor, man. I like this channel. As you guys know, I'm not subscribed to a lot of channels on the internet. You guys can hear me okay? Hopefully we can hear everything all right here. So there's a few big mistakes here, and they are, and I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. I like this guy. So, but there's some gigantic mistakes, and we got to go over them. So I'm going to go to the beginning of the cop interaction. Okay, so right here, a cop's going to walk up to him. Okay, so the cop starts walking towards you. He already has his camera in his hand. He's already filming, right? So here's the thing. When that cop is walking towards you, you have your camera in your hand. He's filming already. Now, in your other hand, you have your trifold. And here's the reason why. I'm going to play a little bit more of this. I'm going to stop it in a second, but I want to go through the step-by-step breakdown of First Amendment auditing so that we can learn together.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, right there. There's the first mistake right there. There's the first mistake. Okay. How are you doing? I invoke my First Amendment right to be the press. The very first thing that you say to that JBTP, put it in the comment section for me. JBTP, put it in the comment section for me, please. Jackboot Thug Pig. The first thing you say to him is what? I invoke my First Amendment right to be the press. It's crazy. Yeah, Tommy, the censorship on this platform is just disgusting. It's unbelievable. We probably won't have a channel much longer.
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Is there anything
Who cares?
I can do for you?
He asked you a second question. Now you're going to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And you're going to put this trifold right in his face. Right in his face. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Okay? That's it right there. There's the first one. I invoke my First Amendment right. He comes up. Second one, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Nah, not at this point. No.
All right. Is there any particular reason you're following us around?
Right there. Is there any particular reason you're following us around? You have your Fifth Amendment right there. You flip the trifold open and you say, I've already invoked my First Amendment right, officer. And you don't have to say another word. You can just show this to him. I have a right to film cops. And that's because of a First Amendment auditor named Philip Turner in Turner versus Driver. You have the right to film cops. Do you see? Do you understand that? There it is, little monkey. Chili design t-shirt with the trifold printed on it. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. I have something better coming out. You invoke your first, you invoke your fifth. You want to do your fifth and then your first, but go ahead. And this is where the mistakes are made in this particular audit.
I just
Don't worry,
want
you're
to
on camera
record you.
too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just want to record you.
But you're not going to get that camera footage. So don't worry, you're on camera too. Of course I'm worried. You can murder me and you call the DA backup. You don't call him a prosecutor.
Just want to record us? All right,
Yeah,
well, we're in
that's
the middle of a stop, so if you don't
You just want to record us? I invoke my First Amendment right to be press. And then from there, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
mind just pulling up a little bit over there,
Put it
okay?
up where? No, I'm okay right here.
Okay, do you see that? Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Ah, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Okay, so watch this. Watch this, okay?
The car, guy my friend had a coke in.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I
I'm doing
invoke
good.
my
How are
First
you?
Amendment right to be press.
Good.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I invoke
Nah,
my
not at
Fifth
this
Amendment
point, no.
right
Is there any
to
particular
remain
reason you're
silent and
following us
not
around?
answer questions.
I
I already
just
Don't worry,
want
you're
to
on camera
record
I'm a
too.
you.
member of the
Yeah,
press.
I
Okay.
just want to record you.
You just want to record us? All right,
Yeah,
well, we're in the
that's
middle of a stop, so if
I'm
you don't
a
mind just
member of
pulling
the
up a little bit
press.
over there,
I'm covering
Put it
okay?
up where? No, I'm okay right here.
If you don't mind just pulling up for me, that's all I'm
I
asking.
can't. No, where?
Just up to the front of the parking lot over here.
Oh no, I'm good right here.
Okay. You have an ID on you by chance?
Why you need my ID?
I'm just asking. Pulling up for me. That's a little bit.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Nah,
I
not
invoke
at
my
this
First
point, no.
All right.
Amendment
Is there any
right to be
particular reason you're
press.
following us around?
I invoke my Fifth
I just
Don't
Amendment
worry,
right
you're on
not to be
camera.
questioned without
Yeah,
my
I
attorney
just want to
present.
record you.
You just want to record us? All right.
Yeah,
Well, we're in the
that's
middle of a stop, so if you don't mind just pulling up a little bit over there,
Put
okay?
it up where? No, I'm okay right here.
Now I'm just going to look at him. I'm just going to look at him stone faced like this and say, and that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. There's a very specific way you do it. This is the way I'm showing you guys how to do it. Downey Transparency, he knows that. Jeff Bacone, he knows that. Clown Patrol, he knows that. James Tyrant Hunter, he knows that. You have to do it. You have to do it properly. And now he got told, go sit over there. I wouldn't have said a word. I just would have looked at him. Put this up in the air, did this. That goes around the clearly established prong. That says the cop has to know which right he violates and it has to be a clearly established right. Now it's plain as day. Now it's plain as day. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to say. Little Monkey said, unfortunately, most people are afraid of police and they're going to blah, 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 if they can, to see if they can get out. Okay, that's cool, but you have to do it right. You have to have this listen, you have to have this on you.
If you don't mind just pulling up for me, that's all I'm
I
asking.
can't. No.
Officer, I'm doing my job. You go do yours and stop harassing me.
Where? Where?
Just up to the front of the parking lot over here.
Oh no, I'm good right here.
Okay.
Now you're going to have an argument. He's going to go get another pig and bring the other pig back there.
You have an ID on you by chance?
This is the fourth or fifth question. If he had invoked his Fifth Amendment right, there wouldn't be any more questions. And if there were, you could inform him that he's violating your rights on camera.
Why you need my ID?
I'm just asking for it.
Why are you blinding my?
Yeah, you can record whatever you want. Like I said, you're being recorded as well. I'm just curious.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Do you not have anything better to do, or because we're trying to do our job and you're, kind of starting to interfere with that a little bit?
Interfere? Why? Because I'm recording? Interfere because I'm recording.
Do you have an ID on you?
Why you need my ID?
Just ask for it.
I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know. Let's see.
Oh, you the guy. Oh, you the guy that was at my garage over there, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
You don't know? What's your
No.
name and badge number?
Patrolman Leonard, it's 194.
194.
Now, do you have your ID on you?
No, but I need to make a report on you.
You need to make a report on me?
Yeah,
okay, well, you
man.
can come to City Hall and file a report with the
I
supervisor.
will.
Okay.
So I just wanted your name. Your name is what?
Patrolman Leonard, and it's 194.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
Now he's running my plate so he can get my name.
I'm just getting your plate.
Yeah. Same thing you did last time. I'm surprised you guys don't like cameras. Must be doing something wrong.
It's not over. Just wait a second. Hold tight with me here.
This is good. I got his name. Now I can go file a report. Complain against this piece of shit. If I have nothing better to do. I do have a lot better to do.
So these pigs are going to send another pig over there. And because he hadn't invoked his First Amendment right to remain silent or his First Amendment right to be press, he's going to question him all over again. He's going to go through the exact same thing again. How's y'all's picture? Is the picture jump cutting, or are you guys getting a smooth picture? I just want to know if you guys are getting a smooth picture or if you're getting a bunch of jump cuts on the video. Is the video coming through clearly, or is it choppy video? Because it feels like it's choppy to me. I can't tell because on StreamYard it looks like it's smooth. Yeah, it looks like it's laggy. It looks like things are slow. It's a little blurred. Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's because it's clear as a whistle to me. That's clear as a. That's crazy. That is crazy. Definitely choppy, said Tommy. Yeah, I'm going to contact my internet provider tomorrow, and I'm going to let them know that I'm really unhappy with this internet service, and that if they don't get it better, I'm going to get Skylink with Elon Musk. My face should not be blurry at all. You should be able to see me perfectly. Okay, so video looks sharp for Kelly. All right, now watch this. Now this auditor who's doing just a fantastic job of filming the police, really blurry now, huh? Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna call my internet provider tomorrow and tell them I'm gonna cancel my service if they don't fix my internet. Starlink is what it's called.
Estoy grabando aquí a estos muchachones que vinieron live on Facebook. Gotcha. Ella gotcha. Vamos a ver qué es lo que va a pasar. Se llevó este.
Let's see what happens here. Let me see if I make this.
Policía que vino ahorita.
How is that? Can you guys see that better now? Is that a clearer picture? Right there. I'm gonna get Starlink. Is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. Is the picture a little bit better now? Let me know. I'm gonna play a little more.
De que pidiéndome identificación porque estoy grabando aquí en el Hazelton. Estoy en el banco, en el PNC. No pueden decirme nada porque estoy aquí. Este lugar es privado. No estoy en la calle. Quería que me montara. Quería que me moviera de aquí.
I see that.
Pero ese fue el mismo que fue al garaje hace 2 años y medio. Y hizo lo que quiso con mis derechos. Hizo lo que quiso con mis derechos. Y ahora yo los estoy grabando. Porque a ellos no les gusta que los graben. Entonces yo los estoy grabando. Porque ese es mi derecho. Ese es mi derecho.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, how are you?
Wonderful. My name's Sergeant Macklin, Hazel City Police.
Hi, how are you?
For my safety and for yours, can you do me a favor, please? If you wish to record me, that's perfectly fine. But I'm going to ask that you please pull up there so that way I don't have to keep
I'm
looking.
across the street.
So he does a good job of rebuffing these. He does a good job of telling them no here. But the thing is he's supposed to tell them, I invoke my First Amendment right to be press. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do it. I'm really sorry about the choppy ass video. I'm going to call my internet provider tomorrow and tell them I'm going to cancel service if they don't fix my internet. I can't deal with this. You guys should see the upload speed. It's at 4.93. It's supposed to be 200. So slow. It's unbelievable. Can't believe this is happening.
I'm across the street. I give you
as a favor for myself.
No. I give you enough space.
I don't do favors for cops when I'm doing my job as a First Amendment auditor and a member of the press.
To you. It's for my safety. That way I don't have to keep.
What about my safety?
That way I don't have to keep back.
What about my safety? You what about your safety? What about my safety? I'm in a parking lot. I'm not interfering with nothing
Sir,
you do.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're.
You don't need to know who I am. All you need to know is that I'm recording.
I'm asking you to do me a favor.
No, I'm in a parking lot of a private business. I'm across the street.
But you're also causing a danger to myself.
No,
because I have
sir.
to keep looking back.
You know what? It's funny because I really like this auditor. I got nothing to against this guy. He's great. He's doing a great job. He's doing a service for our country. These cops are taught that they're in danger if someone is around them and they can't keep an eye on them. That's how paranoid these cuck beta male pigs are. That's how weak they are. They're so weak. But remember the groupthink of Uvalde? Officer safety, officer safety. They hear kids getting killed in the school on the other side of the wall, and they're all telling each other, officer safety, officer safety, officer safety. That's what's happening. And it's completely wrong.
No, I'm recording for your protection
too, sir. If the gentleman here
sir.
has a weapon, sir,
I'm recording for your protection. I'm in my
and
vehicle. I'm in my private
if the
vehicle.
gentleman in front of me at the traffic stop here has a weapon,
Well,
and
that'll be too
hang
bad.
on, and if he pulls a weapon out, while
That'll
I'm
be
turning
too
back
bad
to look
for
at
us.
you, that
For
would
all
be
of
bad.
us.
That would be too bad for me.
For all of
Exactly.
us.
I mean, I'm trying to keep myself safe, you safe, that officer safe, and him safe.
But you
So
guys,
you
look.
Warren versus District of Columbia. Cops have no duty to keep us safe. What the hell? Gonzalez versus Castle Rock. Police have no duty to keep you safe. You're not keeping me safe, you dirty jackboot thug pig. Why would you come on and tell me that you're trying to keep me safe? You're the fear. You're the darkness. You're the evil in the night. You're not the good guy, bro. You're the bad guy. Don't you understand that? How hard is that for you to grasp around your little bitty head? How difficult is it for you to understand that you are the bad guy? You may think that you're some American hero, G.I. Joe loser, G.I. loser lose. You're the bad element for American people. I know that it's not a popular thing to say among some people. You are the problem. The reason that I'm sitting here filming is because you dirty JBTPs are such a danger to society. I might be able to film you and the video is going to go viral because you're going to cheat, you're going to beat, you're going to lie, you're going to steal. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. Like, try to pretend as though these guys are not the dirty jackboot thug pigs. They absolutely are the dirty jackboot thug pigs. Is Grandma Sally still in here? Are you still in here, Grandma Sally? I don't see Grandma Sally anymore. I hope you're still in here. She was over on American Patriot. Are you still? Yeah, I can see. I went over to my American Patriot. By the way, there's going to be no live streams that stay on American Patriot. If you want to watch the live stream, you can watch it on American Patriot, but only American Patriot's only for American Patriots. So we're just going to keep to that. But let's talk about the very simple mistakes. And as a matter of fact, let me just say this out loud right now. If not the end of freedom, if you reach out to me, if you shoot me an email, I will send you. Okay, cool. So I said, I'm going to cover this one tomorrow. And he replied back, thank you, Chila. I appreciate it. Email. Oh, God, I cannot type right now. Your full mailing address and Jesus, look at the typing. Send you out a trifold and cop cards. Now, remember, if anybody here picks up a trifold and cop cards, I will give you everything I sell in my store for free. So, and we're going to talk about that too in 1 second. We're going to talk about that too.
Look at you. Look, you have how many weapons you have in there? You have handcuffs. You have camera. Why are you covering your face? Your camera.
If you can please do me a favor, my camera's not covered.
Yeah. I want that video.
If you can please do me a favor, sir, and pull
I
up
can't
there,
do you that
so
favor
that way
because
you
I'm
can
across the
record me
street.
all
I'm
you
across the street from you.
Well, I'm gonna have an officer stand right here and
No
watch
problem.
you.
No problem.
So
do
that
your
way
thing. Do your
we're-
job.
we're
Yeah,
all
do your
straight.
job. You're doing a
Listen
great
to
job.
this right here, and let's break down the assumptions here.
My camera's not covered.
Yeah. I want that
If you
video.
can please do me a favor, sir, and pull
I
up
can't
there,
do you that
so that
favor
way
because
you
I'm
can
across the
record me
street.
all
I'm
you
across
want.
the street from you.
Well, I'm gonna have an officer stand right here and
No
watch
problem.
you.
No problem.
So
do
that
your
way
thing. Do
we're
your
straight.
job.
We're
Yeah.
all
Okay, so
Good job.
he
You're doing
said that I'm going to have an officer stand here and watch you. That way we're all safe. So that is the presumptuous and the assuming that this man is a danger to society and to the police. That if there's not someone there watching him, that there's going to be a problem and someone is going to die or someone's going to get killed or someone's going to get hurt, someone's going to get murdered. That's the assumption. It's so unbelievable. It is the stupidest, most soy Leo, oink, 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 life under the microscope. It's just it's so unbelievable. It really, really is. It's an embarrassment for society. It really is an embarrassment for society.
a great job.
Thank you very much.
No
sir.
problem.
I appreciate your cooperation or
Okay.
lack thereof. You
No
have a-
problem. No problem.
Now watch how he walks. In case you watch.
Next time, don't put that face out of my eyes.
So do you see how he walks? There's studies done on people's gait.
Job. You're doing
Okay.
a great job.
Thank you very much.
No
sir.
problem.
I appreciate your cooperation or
Okay.
lack thereof. You
No
have a-
problem.
You see how he steps and walks on the tops of his toes? Watch.
No problem. Next time, don't put that face out of my eyes.
You see how he walks like that? I mean, you guys can look it up yourself. There are psychological things that people go through. And the reason why they walk with a funny gait like he does is because of what they go through. He's mentally ill, that guy right there. Allegedly.
Of course. My safety. What about my safety?
Aw.
Esto es una prueba. Esto es una prueba de que quieren ellos imponer leyes que no existen.
I mean, the auditor did a fantastic job of standing his ground and not giving up. Great job.
Al cruzar la calle estoy.
You notice he didn't move his car. He didn't, but he should have invoked his First Amendment and Fifth Amendment. You want to invoke that First Amendment right away. And the reason why you want to invoke that First Amendment is because it clearly established prong, which gives cops qualified immunity. And they would be able to say, well, we didn't know he was being pressed. And the judge is going to go, you're right. You probably didn't know they were pressed and you were concerned for your safety. So if you don't invoke that First Amendment right, you have a hard time. And then you invoke that Fifth Amendment right, you know. So there it is. There it is. Oh, is that right, Aaron? Saying positive things or bashing me? I never know. So
Totalmente lejos de donde ellos están, porque estamos a cruzar la calle, y sin embargo quieren que yo me mueva de aquí porque no quieren que los grabe. Algo estarán haciendo mal que no quieren que yo los grabe, ¿verdad? Pues se equivocaron, porque yo estoy en mi derecho de estar grabando y estoy en el parqueo de PNC todavía, que ni siquiera estoy cerca de donde ellos están, porque si estuviera cerca de donde ellos están, yo les digo que estoy interfiriendo algo, pero al cruzar la calle todavía, negativo, negative.
okay, so a couple things here. First, I want to share this petition that just got emailed to me. If you guys want to sign this petition, I've spoken to this girl before, and you know, I mean, maybe she doesn't know I was in jail. Demand accountability for the unjust killing of Lolly, a beloved family dog. We're calling for justice in the case of Lolly, a cherished family dog killed by Officer Copeland. Oh no, Cope dog. Someone in McAllister, Oklahoma? Oh, dude, that's a shithole for cops. This incident occurred without any attempt to understand the situation or use non-lethal means. Then the officer attempted to shoot her puppies from a distance. This action was not excessive. So anyway, this is going to go on. And so Amanda Del Carpio, so I think she's Italian, but I'm going to drop this in the chat for you guys so that if you want to sign this petition, I understand. I'm so sorry. 900 verified signatures. So let me drop this in the chat for you guys so that if you want to, I did not. I really did not. I did not. I did not. I'm afraid to look at it. You know, Paul used to be a friend of mine. I was a friend of his, and all of a sudden I became a bad guy. And I don't know how that happened, but somehow I did. Chevy, what's up with the Playboy? Chevy's in the chat, huh? Right on. James Tyrant Hunter, Scrubzilla, Clown Patrol. So I want to show you guys something. I want to show you something right now. People news today. I offered to purchase TikTok for $1 to keep it operating. I'll let you know. Fuzzy Cat is here. What is going on? So listen, I sent off today. I emailed out. Oh, is that David, New York? Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing okay, man. Thanks for coming by the chat. Really appreciate it. So if you guys don't follow David at New York City, you guys should follow him. He's facing it, you know. Oh, it's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. You know, I'll take a look at the video that he made when I'm not live. Oh, I'm a little nervous about doing that too. I don't want to, you know, I'm just a human being, you know, doing the best I can with what I got, trying to help as many people as I can. So I want to show you guys something. And I'm going to fulfill all of these. I'm going to fulfill all these. I'm going to fulfill every single request here. But I want to show you guys something. And I want you guys to consider, I don't say or unless I'm really, really deep in thought. So as you guys know, if you buy anything from my store, I give you everything for free. If you guys can't afford a trifold, I will give you a trifold for free that I email to you. Sometimes I even mail them out. Sometimes I even mail those trifolds out in the mail because I sell enough trifolds where I'm like, you know what, I could probably give a few away. And so I do it like that. So here's the thing. Like I said a second ago, I'm a person doing the best I can with what I've got. And so I want to show you guys something. So I want you to consider this. If you send me a request and say, hey, send me a free trifold, and I'm on a limited budget and I don't have any money, I understand that. But you do have $2 or $5. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is my email right here. This is my email. So each let me open this bad chicken big so you can't see people's names. But these are inquiry forms from people who want me to send them free trifolds. And if you take a look, there's one I sold. So for every one that I sell, I give away 30. 30. Do you see that? Each one of these is a request for a free trifold. Each and every one of these is inquiry from contact. Okay. I have committed to trying to give away as many trifolds as I possibly can to get a trifold in everybody's car. And I want you to get a trifold. I really do. And if you're on SSI or you're on disability and you don't have a lot of money, that's okay. There's also a donate button on my website. I mean, this isn't a cash grab. If every one of the 75 people who sent me email in the last 24 hours and said, hey, give me a free trifold, I don't have very much money. If each person donated $1 or $2, it would make it so that I can sit here, because each one of these, in case you don't know, I have to click on it and then copy it, take it over, paste it, then go back, click on another one, open it, copy the email, take it over, copy it, paste it. So the 75 requests I've received in the past 24 hours, I'm going to fulfill each and every one of them. I'm going to give each and every one of you guys a free trifold. There is a donate button on my website. You may not have much money, but you do have $2. You got $5. You got 10. You could do something, I mean, you could contribute something. It doesn't have to be completely free. You know what I mean? You could put in something. You could. I'm just, it's not like it's a cash grab, but if every one of you guys threw in $2 of the 75, that would make $150 for the day. That's pretty decent. So today I got requests for 75 trifolds and I sold one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can see it. I haven't altered my email at all. These are all requests for free trifolds. And then here's right here, you got a new order. But then all of these other ones are for free trifolds. Man, you got to have a little bit of mercy on me too. You do have to think about, someone sent me an email and I don't want to expose their name or anything, but you do have to think, Jorge, I sure do, man. I got cryptocurrency. You can donate cryptocurrency through Cash App. Yeah, I got a cryptocurrency. I'm going to get my Chris Beaumont is here, everybody. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, man. Scrubzilla, Danelle Brown, Tyrant Hater, People News Today. Yep. I bought Craig Hendry a book yesterday called Bully Pulpit, which I think I bought it 4 days ago now. It's been 4 days. Ripple Effect. Thanks, man. I appreciate the donation, dude. Really. Tyrant Hunter. Right on. I'm super glad you're here, Chris. Look, I want to get a trifold to you, but look at what I'm dealing with, and it's every day. It's not just, and it's cool. You could be, listen, I know what broke is. I've been broke, but I always had $2. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to hit me up and say, hey, I want a free trifold, there's a donate button right on my website. You could say, here, Chili, here's $3. Can you send me a trifold and a pair of cop cards? Can you email those over to me? I'm just saying, do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Let me pull the crowd. Do you guys think I'm asking too much here? Does it feel like I'm doing a money grab or something like that? Does it feel slimy or like I'm grifting or cheating? Does it feel like I just want to ask, because I don't want to come off poorly, but I just want to say to people, look, you guys can see it. And I can't show you the next page because there's personal emails in that next page of people who have confided in me, and I don't want to reveal their names. Just like at the top of this list, there's somebody. So listen, if you don't have any money, I'll be happy to give you a trifold. If you're going to ask if, you could. Here's a good example. Gloria. Oh yeah, Gloria, you're not going to get no. They're trying to kill this channel. We can't even get shorts to do more than 10,000 views now. It's really bad. So, anyway, let me say thank you to the people who donated. Danelle Brown gifted Fab memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Danelle. Rising Tides. Lou, what's going on, brother? what's going on. I know I owe you a phone call to talk about your friend. Let's do that. Lou, send me a text message so that I can call you back and schedule a time. Thank you very much, Ripple Effect, for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm dealing with, because to fulfill this takes me about an hour. It takes about an hour. And I'm just a human being, and it's a lot. It's just a lot. That's all I'm saying. And I'll let it go here. So if you can, and you would, you could, you may not have the $20 or $10, but you got two, you got three. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to. I'll still give it to you for free. I'll still email it off to you. And then some people, I'll send them off a free trifold, and they'll email me back and say, I don't have a printer. Okay, bro, no problem, man. I don't know. I don't really know, I mean, okay. You got a FedEx office in that town though, right? There is a print shop where you live, right? There's something, right? There is something in the town that you know what I'm saying? Claudette is here. What is going on? How are you? Yeah. Did everybody, there's Amanda. That's the woman who put one person signed up, I think either Life Under the Microscope, or who was that? It wasn't Life Under the Microscope. Somebody, hey, thanks a lot, Stephen. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep on giving away free trifolds, but when I get 75, 100, 200 requests in 24 hours, just think about it. So I can't show you the second page of my email, but let me just show you how many people are requesting free trifolds. And in the slew of that, you can see that there's an order. There's one order. Free, 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 free. Here's the mailing, the tracking numbers: free trifold, free trifold, free trifold, free trifold, free, free, free. Okay, so there it is. You can just keep going. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tyrant Hunter, I get it all the time. I get a response from people who say, send me a free trifold. And then I write to them and they say, I don't got a printer. You got a FedEx office in your town though, don't you? Isn't there a print shop in your town? It costs $1 to print it out. So it's just like, that's all I'm saying. So Amanda's in the chat, everybody. The woman who's I think it was your dog, Amanda. Was your dog killed, Amanda? I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you got a video, Amanda? Is there any video of that? I mean, obviously no one likes seeing a dog get shot. That's terrible. But the video helps people. It spurs people on to jump into the fight. Oh God. Oh God. This one says, oh man. Okay, I'll show this one next. And then I want to go into the one that Brian from Here's the Deal covered today, where Sexy Taz Praz, he saved this guy's ass. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. 1 second. Let me fix this bad chicken I'm on American Patriot, so let me switch over to my main channel here so that we can watch it without commercials. I apologize about that. Let me do this. There we go. Now I'm over on my main channel here. And this is Inside Edition, so I'm going to have to stop and interrupt this. If I don't, they will copyright strike me. That's how Inside Edition is.
Until a 911, it was a dream wedding day. It was a dream wedding day until a 911 call came in that a guest was physically assaulting other guests. When cops arrived, they ended up fatally shooting the man who turned out to be the bride's uncle. Now the heartbroken newlyweds and other family members are speaking out to our Stephen Fabian.
So do you hear that? They got married, and then the bride's uncle, this woman right here, they killed her uncle.
It was a nightmare on what should have been the most magical day of their lives.
I was frozen. I was shocked. It was unbelievable.
The bride and groom, Janisha and Gianni Paul, were getting married at a popular venue outside Orlando. Their closest friends and relatives were there. One of the guests was the bride's uncle, Daniel Knight, a dad of 4. He was having a great time at the reception. His mom was also there, and he gave her a big hug. But at 9:30, cops got this 911 call.
I have a very irate, drunk guest. He's trying to beat people up. He's yelling. He's grabbing an older woman and shoving her. It's getting bad. Is anyone injured? Possibly. Yeah, he's grabbing people's necks, and like it's an older woman. I think it's his mom.
Okay, so let me do a reaction video here so that I don't get copyright strike from Inside Edition. If the people who are at the party are not calling the cops and that's their family member, you don't call the cops either. Unless someone's bleeding and you can see blood. So he's rough and he's tumble and he's what? She called the cops and she said, yeah. I mean, read the words on the screen here.
And shoving her. It's getting bad. Is anyone injured?
Is anybody injured? The answer is no. Nobody was injured.
Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. What kind of bullshit Karen piece of shit are you? I mean, really, what kind of trash ass person are you to call the cops and say, yeah, people are injured? You're making shit up. And this guy got murdered by the JBTPs. Put it in the comment section. JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. It's unbelievable that this woman calls 911 and says, yeah, people are injured. There was nobody injured. There's no hospital. Danelle Brown, right on. Thanks a lot for the super chat. I appreciate you guys. No, listen, it's cool. And everybody do me a favor. Welcome M. Roy to the chat. Could be Roy. Is it Roy? Roy. M-O-R-W. Welcome, Roy. Welcome, Mr. Roy. Could it be that? Thanks for joining. I appreciate it, man. This woman lies to the cops, and what are they going to do? They're going to come in like a bunch of savages.
He's grabbing people's necks, and like it's an older woman. I think it's his mom.
Police say the bride's uncle went berserk when they tried to calm things down, and he knocked one cop unconscious. A taser fired by another officer had no effect, they say. Now, according to the police account, when Knight attacked that officer, the cop pulled out his weapon and opened fire.
It was just a couple of feet in front of me.
Janisha is a nurse and says she ran to her uncle's aid.
So which person here was injured? Which one was injured? He's a rambunctious dude with his family, and you called the cops on him, and the cops came in and grabbed him, and the cop got himself knocked out. He probably deserved it.
In front of me.
Janisha is a nurse and says she ran to her uncle's aid.
I have a lot of registered nurses and respiratory therapists who were bridesmaids with me, and guests who were there who rendered support.
The family.
So hold on a minute. They said that he was hurting people and that people were injured. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. You had a bunch of medical professionals there at the wedding reception. There was no need for the jackboot thug pigs to go in there and try to hurt that guy. And then when the dumb pig tried to attack him, he got himself knocked the fuck out. As he probably deserved. He probably deserved it. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you think the cop probably deserved it. We don't stop. The usual suspects. Jeff Vacone, thanks, buddy. Appreciate your support, man. We don't stop. It's just
I have a lot of registered nurses and respiratory therapists who were bridesmaids with me, and guests who were there who rendered support.
The family gave us this photo of a bloody bridesmaid's dress. Janisha insists her 39-year-old uncle was not out of control at the wedding, and the shooting would insist.
Look at the cops already. Look at the cop. They think they can come in and dominate people because somebody called.
Her 39-year-old uncle was not out of control at the wedding, and the shooting was unjustified.
Of course it was unjustified. Where the woman who called, she's the one who should be arrested. Where are the injured people? She said on the phone that people were injured. Well, how many were there? And what were their injuries exactly? You mean he was a little bit drunk and playing grab ass, a little rough? But that's their uncle. The family knows how he is. Hey, thanks for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. We don't stop. We'll just keep on going.
How did it go from fun on the dance floor to this?
That's what we want to know. We don't know.
The dead man's mother denies he had assaulted her at the wedding.
It's so unbelievable how someone can do this.
Melissa.
Oh, wait a minute. So The mom denies that the son attacked her in any way. He's a rough guy being rough and tumble.
Wedding.
It's so unbelievable how someone can do this.
And this is what we're going to see is the evolution. And what's going to happen is there's going to be people who sue people who call the cops when their family members get hurt, caged, or killed. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. April Rain is here. As you guys know, I had a contest this last week to see who left the most comments. And I'll do the same thing this week. I'm going to do it again. April Rain has won the contest. April, I'm going to send you out another trifold and pair of cop cards. April, I have your address already. I'm going to send you off a cop card. Whoever leaves the most comments on the videos this next week, and I can show you. I'll pull up my phone and I'll show you. I'll take a screenshot and then shrink it so people don't see all the information. But yeah, it's this family right here should sue the woman that called 911 and said people are getting hurt. Nobody got hurt. The mom's sitting here saying that nobody got hurt.
Melissa Cruz is Daniel Knight's fiance.
I just want justice so his name is cleared and everybody can see he was an amazing father. He's an amazing person.
The bride
He's dead.
And groom say they can never forget how their wedding turned into a calamity for their family.
Wow. I mean, do you want people coming to your wedding and killing your uncle? I'm an uncle. I don't have any children of my own that I know about. But what I'm saying is, Naysayer said, I agree. This person who called and lied to the jackboot thug pigs should be charged and sued. 100%. 100,000%. Why does that person just get a pass on ruining somebody else's life? Why? You should not get a pass if you call 911 and you lie and say that someone's hurt and injured. She lied. She straight up lied. She's a Karen. She's an absolute Karen. This would be a good time to show you guys this one. I think, do we still have the girl in the chat that her dog got killed? I was going to send her a link. Random American. The lady caller sounded sketchy as fuck. Oh, absolutely. Jackboot thug pig. Oh yeah. It's just the woman that called the cops got him deleted. I try not to put my opinion in all the time. I'm too direct. Hey, Tyrant Hunter, I totally understand what you're saying, man. I totally understand what you're saying. So check this out. I'm going to open the screen big and get my mug off here so you guys can read this. But check this out. Can you guys still see that? F the police. My car got stolen. They called me one time to reach out in November. They found my stolen car and they auctioned it without telling me. The date they called me, I was in a meeting. No further attempts to contact me about my car. They auctioned my car. Now the only car I've ever had paid off is found, but no longer mine. I love that car so much. I'm trying not to cry and freak out. There's got to be something I can do. If anybody knows any lawyers or anything more about this sort of thing, please contact me. I feel so helpless and feel so fucked over by the system. Not a surprise at all, but I'm feeling defeated. Listen, I totally and completely and utterly understand your feelings. I know how you feel, and I wish that I could do more for you. I would recommend that you get ChatGPT and you learn how to use ChatGPT to file your federal civil rights lawsuit, which I don't know if it'd be a federal civil rights lawsuit. I think it would be a tort. Matter of fact, I know it would be. So if the person who wrote this by any chance ever sees this, you would have what's called a tortious claim, a tortoise claim. And so you could sue the cops for the loss because you have damages that you can prove. And you would sue them for being negligent, and you would sue them for the damages, the loss of the vehicle. And that would not be a federal civil rights lawsuit. That would be a state tort claim. And you can figure out how to write that by using Grok and ChatGPT. And it'll actually literally walk you through every single step. ChatGPT is free, but I do spend $28 a month, I think. $28 a month. Chili, read F the police, and my brain thought of NWA. Chili read off the police, and I thought of the police coming straight out the underground. I know the one you're talking about too. That is really funny. I want to find this video that I watched today, and it was, I saw Brian from Here's the Deal came out with this video, and so I was like, man, I want to cover this video. It's in my history right here. Let me pull this up. It's from Sexy Tazzy Prez. It's the screenshot on this particular video. And man, this guy, this First Amendment auditor, completely and utterly saves this guy's ass. He saves this guy's ass. Here it is. I got it right here. Okay, so let me put this into the StreamYards here so that you guys can see this. This is unbelievable how much this First Amendment auditor saved this guy's ass. And I don't think it's Sexy Taz Prezi. So this is the channel. I'm not sure if this is the auditor or not, but I've been subscribed to this channel for a really long time. I saw Brian put this video out today, and look at them looking at the auditor as though they know that. Maybe that is the auditor. Maybe Sexy Tazzy Prez is the auditor. It's funny, you know, people talk about my company, JockSock. Some of my best clients were in New Braunfels, Texas.
Call from the vehicle, okay? Hey, sir.
So do you see how he said, "How you doing, sir?" And then the auditor didn't say hello back because hello's for suckers. His name is pronounced S.A. Ecstasy Perez. S.A. Ecstasy Perez, is that how you say it? I'm not sure.
Don't do it, bro. You don't have to submit to that, bro. Don't do it. I have a lawyer too.
Wow. Did you see that? He stepped right up.
Don't do it, bro. You don't have to submit to that, bro. Don't do it. I have a lawyer too.
Saved his ass.
Hey, contact John Robbins. Never do a fail sobriety test. They're designed to fail, bro. She's saying that she's saying that I'm trying to.
So I don't mind you filming, but if you're going to get into my investigation, I will ask you.
Do you know what interference is?
I do, sir.
Speech alone does not constitute interference by the Texas Penal Code. Okay, so just know what you're talking about.
I do.
Okay, but I'm not interfering. Right now, you're talking to me. I haven't said a word to you, so don't fucking talk to me.
First off, change around, sir.
That's the First Amendment. You know what the First Amendment is? You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. Get out of my face and stop talking to me. Do your job. Do your job. All right. Don't talk to these guys, man. Hey, exercise your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, bro. Do not talk to these guys.
This one right here, his best friend was banging my fiance. And he got me arrested. And he lied in the police report. Ernie Sanchez lied in the police report.
Don't talk to him, bro. Hey, you're just talking yourself into a jail cell, bro.
He wants to wait on that. He wants to wait till he over 36 says.
Go talk to Pam again.
So that pig right there, his best friend was sleeping with this guy's fiance.
Best friend was banging my fiance.
Wow. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard of anything like that, or if you ever experienced anything like that yourself. What a dirty pig. And then it gets worse. His best friend was banging his fiance, but then get this.
And he got me arrested, and he lied in the police report. Ernie Sanchez lied in the police report. Don't talk to him, bro.
Oh, so okay. So then he was sleeping. So let's put it together on completely no understanding of the scenario, but let's just try to put it together, okay? So this guy here in the white t-shirt right there, he catches his fiance with the dude. I imagine something happens, right? And then what happens? When it happens, the dude who's sleeping with his ex-fiance, hopefully he's not a simp and he actually left that trizzy. Then the cops come and this guy comes to his call for service for his best friend. And then he lies on the police report and arrests this guy over here. Does that sound about right? I mean, I'm just saying, does that sound about right? I'm just asking. Yeah, bold counsel said, but he was just doing his job. You know, and this is a really good example. You know, I talk about this all the time because he went over there and he said, "Hey, if you're gonna interrupt me, then you know, I don't need you around here right now." This is a prime example of when you want to have your trifold and you want to flip right here to Houston versus Hill. God-given right to speak. Expressive disorder is inevitable in a society that's dedicated to individual freedom and must be protected if that freedom were to survive. Mr. Hill interrupted police and I can interrupt you. And that's the 1987 case of Houston versus Hill. If you have this on you and you put it in the jackboot thug pig's face and you tell them, look, Houston versus Hill says I have the right to interrupt you, you're less likely to go to jail.
Well, that's the First Amendment. You know what you're talking about.
I do.
Okay, but I'm not interfering. Right now you're talking.
I do, sir.
Speech alone does not.
She's saying that I'm trying to.
I don't mind you filming.
Sir, I don't mind you filming. I don't give a shit what you mind. I invoke my First Amendment right to be press.
If you're going to get into my investigation, I'll ask you to.
If you're going to get involved in my investigation, you mean your tyrannical jackboot thug pig ways? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you mean? You're trying to find a way to arrest this guy. And you call it an investigation? I call it tyranny, you dirty pig. Listen, I'm so happy to have my brain back on my shoulders here.
Interferences.
I do, sir.
Speech alone does not constitute interference by the Texas Penal Code. Okay, so just know what you're talking about.
I do.
Okay, but I'm not interfering. Right now you're talking to me. I haven't said a word to you.
Great.
So don't fucking talk to me.
First off, just change around, sir.
That's the First Amendment. You know what the First Amendment is? You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. Get out of my face and stop.
Here's another perfectly good reason why you want to have the trifold. Right here on the second one, it says, I curse out cops. Cohen versus California, 1971. I'll use any words I want. By using these words, you get to know the depths of my feelings. Justice Harlan said, one man's vulgarity is another man's lyric. You want to have one of these bad chickens on you. It doesn't matter if it's on the indestructible paper in color or if it's a black and white one that I emailed to you that you printed out yourself. You want to have it on you. You want to have it on you. You definitely want to have it on you because these guys are pigs.
Talking to me. Do your job. Do your job. All right. Don't talk to these guys, man. Hey, exercise your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, bro. Do not talk.
And look at what a good dude this guy is who's getting pulled over and harassed. Look at the moron pig. And watch what this gentleman does who's being harassed by the pigs. When the auditor gets upset, he calms him down and gets in the way.
Talking to me. Do your job. Do your job.
See that? He steps up and says, thank you. You're good, bro. Thanks for your help.
All right. Don't talk to these guys, man. Hey, exercise your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, bro. Do not talk to these guys.
This one right here, his best friend was banging my fiance. And he got me arrested. And he lied in the police report. Ernie Sanchez lied in the police report.
Don't talk to him, bro. You're just talking yourself into a jail cell, bro.
He wants to wait on that. He wants to wait to hear what 36 says.
Go talk to Pam again. I got a phone number last time.
These your kids?
Yeah. She made us stay in Bucky's parking lot for about 3-4 nights.
Are you being? Ask him if you've been detained.
Am I being?
Yes, you are for investigation purposes.
Right. Don't ID, bro. You don't have to ID. In the state of Texas, you don't have to ID unless you've been lawfully arrested. Penal Code 3802.
First off, I know who he is, so that's not an issue.
It doesn't matter. If he's being detained, he doesn't have to ID. He doesn't even have to talk to you. Bro, don't talk. Don't talk. Don't talk to him. You should be recording, bro. You really should.
We're all recording, and he can do what's called a.
Hey, don't get your body cams, bro. You guys hide them from the public all the time. I know. I do public records requests all the time. You guys redact your videos all the time. You only release the shit you want to release.
I don't have that access, so.
What a load of shit in our pants, bro. Put a 1 in the chat if that cop's full of shit. Didn't we see the Colorado pigs who attacked Karen Garner, broke her arm, and then put her in a dungeon for walking out with flowers at a Walmart? We saw that, right? And then didn't we see them watching the body camera back and laughing that same day? But this lying pig is going to think that...
You only release... I do public release.
I don't have that access, so.
I don't have that access, so... Yes, you do. You lying pig. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. Amanda, let me send you I'm going to send you a StreamYard link if you want to come on and talk about your dog. But it would really be helpful if you had a video of some kind, Amanda. I see her right here. This is the woman whose dog was murdered by the pigs. That's funny, right? Man, the woman whose dog was murdered by the pigs. Yeah, he's full of shit. Yeah, this is... You know, I sometimes get off a live stream and I feel like this, like I want to take a shower. And it's not because of what I've done or what I've said. I don't give a shit. I'm beyond it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put me in jail. The pigs all backed him up. The judge was a pig. The prosecutor was a pig. I had PTSD for 6 months where I forgot who I was. I had to watch my own videos back to remember who I was because you become isolated. And these dirty fucking pigs, they get everything they deserve. I'm sorry. I wish I could be nice about it, but I'm just over it. I'm sick of pigs.
So don't say that they're available to the public because they're not. Parts of them are. Hey, keep asking him if you're being detained or if you're free to go. Keep asking that question, bro. Hey, keep asking him if you're detained or if you're free to go. Keep asking that question over and over. That's all you need to say to him. Tell him to let you know when you're free to go. Don't say anything else.
I just advise him of that.
He's free to go?
No, I advise him that when I tell him he's free, he will be free. At this point,
He can keep asking. He can keep asking. Okay. Don't talk to him, bro. Don't talk to him.
My son called his mom after we did the night, and she's like, well, I don't want the kids. It's very convenient. So that's what she was set up.
You probably need a parent's consent to be talking to him. Hey, don't talk to that police officer. He's a bad guy.
Hey, get away from my fucking kids, dude.
So,
get the fuck away from my kids. You get him away, please. I hurt somebody. I don't care if that piece of shit. He's gonna stand there. Get the fuck away.
So, like I said,
Listen, go this way.
Move on, dude.
Brandon, move this way.
You're just escalating the situation, bro.
Yeah, Yeah, he's best friends with the cop and was bringing.
Yeah, he just by him being here, he's just escalating the situation.
That's also the side of the
I mean, take a look at the scene here. If you take a look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 cops and a pigtail. You got 4 cops and a pigtail, right? And why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because women should not be police in the field. I've got no bones about it. You don't like it? You think I'm a chauvinist? No, I'm not. I'm a macho man who would want to save a woman if she squealed. Help me. If she initiates the fight, then I got to back her up. She's not qualified. She can't back me up. If I took this guy on and he started winning, she wouldn't be able to be much help. You know, here in Los Angeles, we got fires all over the place here. If you don't know, the smoke, it's all over the place, right? So we're watching the videos and we're watching the explanation by the state, by the city of LA. And the chief of the Los Angeles Fire Department is a woman. How'd that happen? Isn't carrying a fat guy down a ladder hard to do? Doesn't it require strength? And it's really hard to become a firefighter in LA. And how do we know this? Because they use prison labor. 80-90% of the firefighters that fight the huge fires that are fighting now and forest fires in California are prison labor, slave labor. And when they get out of prison, they can't get a job in the fire department in LA because it's one of the most competitive work environments in any field, in any city, anywhere in the world. To become an LA fire, to work at the LA Fire Department as a firefighter is very competitive. How is a woman the head of the LA Fire Department? And all the people are going to say, oh, Chili's, he hates women. He's a misogynist. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. There's women who are better constitutional scholars than me. My favorite writer is Ayn Rand, who's a woman. There's women who are better CEOs than me. There's women who know more than I do, women who are smarter than me, more organized than me. There's women who deserve jobs over me. I'm not as good as them. Women are not better than me physically. I can beat the piss out of almost any woman, and I'm 50. When I was 35, no, I would fight any woman. Wouldn't matter who you were. You could be Ronda Rousey, and I'll beat the shit out of you when I was 35 years old. How in the hell is a woman the head of the LA Fire Department? How in the hell? And someone said, oh, she's LG. I don't care if she's gay or not. I care if she's strong enough to carry a fat man down a ladder out of a burning building. I care if she's fast enough to roll the hoses and put them back on the truck, crank open the fire hydrant, put the hose on. That's what I care about. That's all I'm saying. And of course, people are going to clip this and say, look, Chili's a misogynist. He hates all women. What are you talking about? I actually love, admire, and respect women, which is why they should not be in a role that is made for someone who's physically stronger than her. This pigtail, you got 4 pigs on the scene and 1 pigtail. Those guys right there, all those guys, at least have the man strength to be able to take on the guy in the red shorts if they have to. What What's she going to do? She's going to pull her gun out and shoot. You remember that video I showed where the homeless guy was walking toward her and saying, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to kill you, right? And she shot him in the chest. She didn't turn around and run. She shot him right in the heart. He died right there. It's just, Sacramento Lenny, men are stronger. Sacramento Lenny may be a way better corporate executive than I could ever be. She might be a better CEO. She might be a better constitutional law scholar. She might be a better First Amendment auditor than me. She might be able to do computers better. She might be able to do essays better. She might be able to do accounting better. She might be able to do so many things better than me. I've never claimed that I'm intellectually superior to any other woman, to any woman. I'm not intellectually superior to a woman because she's a woman. I'm not intellectually superior to April Rain because I'm a man. She could be way smarter than me, be way better than me, way more intelligent than me, be a better person than me. But she can't beat me in a wrestling match. You know what I'm saying? So it's just absolutely stupid that we have women. And let me just say it out loud. We are not equal. I'm stronger than April. I'm way stronger than you, times 1,000. And you guys know I absolutely love April. So, I'm not trying to call her out. Could I beat her ass? You bet your butt I could. Could I beat up Danelle Brown? Mm-hmm. Could I beat up Lenny? Yes, I could. I could beat all three of them could try to fight me. I could beat up all three of you chicks at the same time. I'm so tough, right? I'm just find some brevity here. You know what I mean? Laugh a little bit. I mean, and look how they got the kids on the ground over there. Why did the kids have to sit on the ground like that?
Are you really that? Yeah, we're going to go with this? This officer, he's going to go with me and go get clothes. She wasn't having me in the house, so she's probably going to be officially go to one. I was trying to go to Can we go right now? Get the clothes?
Hey, Ron Poling, did you see what I talked about earlier? Just check it, man. I'll send you one, though. Shoot me an email. Go to my website, DeleteLawZ.com, and I'll send you a free trifold in the email. Love you too, babe.
Now feel comfortable. You want to go with them? Go to the coast, or you can go back to San Antonio. I'm going to wake up at 2 o'clock. I don't want to leave. You don't think this is a joke. Want to go too far?
Me too, Claudette. It's almost like people have just become, it's almost like people have just decided that if I'm going to give it to them for free, then there's no point in spending $10. But I need you to spend $10, man. I need you to, so that I can keep doing what I'm doing. I need you to, if you can afford the $10 one I emailed to you, shoot, I'll probably mail you a hard copy one in the mail.
I need everybody to be in a seat.
Aw. AMG Stealth, if you guys don't know, she's got one hell of a story. And someday, AMG, I hope you're willing and able, and you'll tell your story to the crowd of what they did to you and your family. She's not a pig supporter, I'll tell you that.
You feel comfortable? What's up? You feel comfortable? You do?
So, so
I want to talk to him. So,
tomorrow, are we going to get this on down so you have your copy of it?
Yeah, that's fine. She said first.
Hey, Ron, you better watch all my videos this week. You better watch 40 hours of videos and leave 300 comments, all right? If you could do that for me, that'd be great.
So she's still telling me everything's working, man. Like you said, she's working on it, right? So, and basically, she just talked to me about how the argument started. She told me that her concern was beating him up that early to take him to Southside Center. Whether or not that's true, that's what she told me, okay? So, but it's not that she was going to. She was concerned about the kids having to get up better. That's what she told me. Okay? So I asked her again if anything else happened, any physical contact, anything like that. She told me no. So we'd like to, if we knock this out, that's also going to ask you the same question on there, and we'll give you a sworn statement while you're waiting on your mom. So last 20 minutes ago, top box is a half, bottom box is a non.
Did you shoot me over an email, Momo? Momo, I want to send you a StreamYard link. There's a video of the dog murder. There's a video of the dog murder. I'm going to show it next. But Momo, if you shoot me an email, DeleteLawZ@gmail, one of the moderators or one of a friend can put my email address in the chat. And I should be able to see you in the backstage. I sent you a link if you emailed me so you can join me live. You don't have to show your face. You can just talk on your phone. But then I think that you're on you're on DLZ Clips or you're on American Patriot. Over on the main channel, I think we got 100 or something. I don't know. The shadow ban is so nasty. But okay, let's keep watching this.
Hey, bro, good name and badge numbers from everybody here.
What's your name?
Ask for a card if they have one.
Can I get a card from Victoria?
Check your email, Momo. Check your email, Momo. He hates that pig right there. That pig right there arrested him. Look at the Neanderthal losers that they hire to be pigs. You got to be willing to take orders and hurt people.
Hey, Schmidt, good job, man.
All right, that's not cool.
Hey, what are you?
Hey, what's up?
Your SA. Hey, how you doing?
Give me a card.
Oh, so he does go by S.A. Taz Perez. S.A. Taz Perez. That's how you say his name. So
How are you? What can you do?
shoot me a text, AMG. Let me know where I should look at. Thank you, hon. Love you guys, man. Really. You guys are real good friends of mine. And hopefully we get together this summer. Monica, you have to connect your microphone before I can let you on the stage. You got to connect your microphone.
No.
Maxim, check your email. I sent you a link. Maxim, send me that. I sent you a link, Maxim. Check your email. Why are his kids still on the ground? Look at the kids sitting on the filthy, disgusting ground. Got you, Monica. I can see you.
So that's what I'm trying to explain, right? I'm gonna go
Justine, I got your donation. Thank you.
Domestic dispute, guys. They tried to give this guy a field sobriety test, and I advised him not to take it. And
We saw you do it, SA. You're a hero, brother. You are a hero.
he did not take it. The guy's not drunk at all. His wife's sleeping with one of these police officers here.
Wow. SA is laying it out for us. Good job, SA.
So
follow her, get them out of the house, and just have them go. Stay with her, please.
Hey, walk over here.
they kind of got heated with me.
As civilly as possible? You pigs are not civil. There's nothing civil about chaining people up and kidnapping them, dragging them off to a freaking dungeon.
And one of the officers, guys. So that's kind of why I went live. They try to get me for interference because I was talking to the guy, telling him not to take the field sobriety test. Grandma's here. They still might try to do it.
See, we still got to be cordial. We still got to, because he might be a police officer. He might not be a pig. It depends. We got to find out if he's a pig or not. 95% of them are pigs, maybe 99%. But once in a while, you meet a police officer, and he shook his hand, so he must have some sort of reading on him. Okay, I got Monica backstage. I don't want to make her wait all night, so let's...
Ready? Yeah.
Wow, he murdered her dog on purpose.
She was in the street.
He took another shot at the end. Look at that. Holy
She was in the street.
Then he took another shot.
Shot her again.
111 Central Starlink Detective. Dog's been dispatched. I got 2 long loose.
Dog's been dispatched.
She was in the street.
So what's up with that disgusting tattoo that says Magnus across his arm? Is that his name or something in case he forgets? He just killed that dog. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let's bring on Monica. Monica, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, wow,
Yeah.
that's your dog right there, huh?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me do this. Let me kick this one from the studio. Let me add this one to the stage. There you are.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? So that was your dog that got murdered?
Yeah. Brutally.
How long ago did that happen?
That was in April or May.
Oh, I was in jail. Sorry, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was, I can't remember I don't remember now the date, and it's not, like bouncing into my head right now, but I want to say April or May.
William B, thanks for the donation. William B just sent me in a couple bucks because he's a good person. Thanks for donating to the cause, man. I appreciate it. So, but who was your friend that contacted me and they text me from a 918 number here?
Yeah, that's my friend Amanda. She was with me when all that happened.
So that was March 17th. I went to jail March 19th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, March. Okay, March. That was right.
So she said, I text you and you text me back. I don't want to here. Let me take a screenshot of this and block out the number so people can't see her phone number. But in case you guys don't know, she texted me and then said, hey, I texted you and then I never heard from you again after you text me back. Check the date. March 17th was my court date the next day, and they threw me in jail. So I'm really sorry I didn't get back to you. So can you give me a little bit of background on the dog and what happened exactly there?
Well, that day I had gone to Tulsa for a chiropractor appointment. We got back I was 6:25-ish, like right before 6:30. Pulled up in my driveway, which is way at the back of the house. So I couldn't see the front yard. I didn't see anything. And then I went inside and my dog, she was out running around. She had 3 of her puppies. They weren't puppies quite looking anymore. They were quite big, I'm not going to lie. But she was out all day long. All day long, they had gotten out of the yard. They were running her amok the entire day, apparently. And as soon as I got home, they called the police, and he just happened to be around the corner and immediately responded, and initially wasn't wearing his body camera at all. He put his body camera on after he fired his gun 2 times at the dogs running towards him. He said they were running at him with their mouths open. And he fired his weapon 2 times and then put his body camera on. And at that point, that's when my dog come out, because she was not a fan of weapons at all. She didn't do guns at all. She was like, protect, when she saw those. But she heard them and she came out from the backyard and come around his vehicle, and he immediately started shooting her. So that's why the body cam starts immediately when she's barking.
What was that last shot? He went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a wait 5, 4, boom, another shot. What was that?
That's not all of them. There were 9 shots in total on that video. He was like bang, 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 bang. And then he stopped for a second and then shot at her again. And then he walked around, called it in, walked around the trash can and the mailbox that were in between him and wherever he was going. So he walked around, and as soon as he got around it, he looked at her and then shot her one last time.
Right. So what's up with the tattoo Magnus? Is that his name?
No, his name is Eli Copeland.
Eli Copeland in
Eli Copeland.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
How many of the cops are pigs there, and how many police officers?
I couldn't tell you, honestly. Every interaction I've had with any of them, they've all been very bad interactions. So,
yeah, I was there. I've been in McAllister.
Yeah, I saw that video. It's pretty viral. That one was. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
videos,
pretty much sums it up.
Used to go viral. They used to go, my videos all used to go viral. Unfortunately, most of them. Unfortunately, there's a shadow ban over. And then your friend Amanda chimed in and said all the cops in McAllister.
All of them.
It's a horror. I mean, because I've got a bunch of trolls, so they called the cops and said, be on the lookout for this guy. He's armed and dangerous. And then the police chief showed up to where I was. So I walked right out to him with my camera. I said, what do you want, man? How you doing? You going to welcome me to your town? And he was just, as soon as he realized that there was nothing he could do to me, he drove off in haste. He was so mad. I mean, I pulled that video up. How long had you had Lolly?
She was 6 years old.
Wow.
Going on 7. She was probably right at 7 years. I had her a year before I moved to Oklahoma from New Mexico. And we lived in that house the entire time. The whole time, all those years, like that she was there, like she'd, been out and about plenty of times in all that time frame, but like never had an issue ever. And I lived next door to a daycare.
Right. I put the URL in the chat there if anybody wants to see what you can sign the petition. That would be just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it
you
would.
guys can help her out so that she can get. How many signatures do you need to try to get that cop fired? Hey, Lou, thanks for everybody. Love you. Salt Shaker.
Good question. I was wondering myself.
Well,
honestly, I don't know how to go about really any of it and getting him fired in that sense. I went to court. I then asked for a trial. Like we, put in the not guilty plea. We went to trial.
Hold so slow. I'm so sorry. Hold on a minute. Mm-hmm. Roll it back here. So they called the pigs on you, and then what happened? They called the pigs on you, and then you got ticketed?
Yeah, for determined vicious dog at large. First offense on the dog at large. But determined vicious dog was the second one. They actually cited me that twice because they tried to say that one of the puppies had bit one of the neighbors, the ones across the street that you've seen on their front porch in that video. Yeah, they are the ones that called the police. They said that one of the dogs, the puppies bit them, which is bullcrap.
So you got some cop sucking piece of shit neighbors? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah, major. Not a fan of that neighbor at all.
Wow.
At all, complete trash.
Wow, that's absolutely insane. And so let me guess, when you went to court, the judge was against you?
The judges here they hear nothing from the people. If you're not lawyered up, they're not listening.
Oh yeah.
They just don't. They want your money. That's what they want here. That is everything in Oklahoma comes down to money, period. Like from driving on the street to blinking in public. I don't know. It's pretty bad.
They got a pretty cool coffee shop I went to there. What was that coffee shop called? Do you remember? I went to the coffee shop there. It was like some spacey, like hippie, like coffee.
I think it was Harbor, or not Harbor. No, that was it Harbor Mountain?
I don't know. It's a really cool coffee shop the way it was designed. But I
know what you're talking about.
I audited the McAllister Police Department. So did the judge find you guilty?
Yes. So we went to trial. I put in the not guilty plea, and then we, reset for trial. They dropped one of the determined vicious dogs because the neighbors didn't show up to court to testify that one of the puppies had bit them. So while one of those puppies sat in the local, like at the jail, like was in jail, couldn't go to the shelter. They held that dog the entire time while we were waiting on court. So that dog had to be, she was just, and they picked the little girl dog that was the sweetest of them all on top of that, and like the most timid, wouldn't even run up to anybody.
Monica, can you let me slow down a little bit and let me ask you a couple of questions so that people can understand, because you're going so fast because you're emotional.
Sorry.
And no, I'm not against you. I'm for you. So you got 2 tickets, right?
3 in total. 1 for vicious dog or dog at large, first offense, and then 2 determined vicious dogs.
But they're puppies.
But yeah, one was a puppy and one was
And did anybody have a hospital bill or a hospital report for? Okay, so
Said they
then
didn't need medical attention either.
you get 3 tickets, and this does not mean white power. This is the number 3. Okay, this was the number 2 I did. This is the number 3 I did. So it's not white power. So,
Yeah.
so but you'd be amazed. So then after that, when they came and ticketed you, they shot and killed Lolly, and then they said, we're confiscating the dog that bit people, and they took a puppy with them.
No, I actually was trying to find homes for the 3 puppies, and at one point was going to surrender them to the shelter so they could get adopted. Then, things happened. People were like, oh no, don't do that. They're full. So I didn't do it. I backed out of it. So initially when they showed up, I had no other choice but to surrender them. So I surrendered them, and then they locked one of them up.
Okay, so hold on. It's so confusing to me. But so when they came there, they killed Lolly, and then at that time they took the 3 puppies.
And then afterwards they took the 3 puppies. Right.
Oh, so how many days after did you have those dogs?
It's all in the same day. It all happened in the same day.
Okay. I was trying to clarify that. And then when they took the 3 puppies, they took 3 of them to the pound or to the shelter.
2 of them to the shelter, and 1 of them they took all 3 to the pound until the neighbors the officer, went on, vacation.
I'm so sorry. Forgive me. But do me a favor. Try to, and I'm better at interviewing people now because I used to get so short because I would get frustrated because I can't get the story straight.
Okay.
But do me a favor. Just let me ask you questions and then answer the questions so that just so people can understand. And I still don't really understand your story. So they shot Lolly, and then they confiscated your 3 dogs, and they put them in the pound or in the shelter, correct?
Pound.
Yes. Okay. And then of the 3 dogs, they then took one to the jail?
Well, the pound is the jail. It's where they take them, before they ever go to be adopted. But they hung on to all 3 of the puppies until Eli Copeland could confirm which one of the puppies was the puppy that bit the neighbor.
Okay, so your neighbor's a piece of shit. So
major.
Then they take. Did the puppies get adopted?
2, they all did get adopted. Yes, in the end.
So, but let's not go to the end yet. So now you have 3 dogs in the pound, and they're in little cages. And so then, what do you mean the 3rd dog? They took the 3rd dog, and you said they took it somewhere else. What happened to that 3rd dog that they claimed, which was the sweetest one? They claimed bit somebody. What'd they do with that dog?
What happened was, as soon as whoever confirmed which one of the puppies it was and set a fence, then they took the other 2 to the shelter to be adopted and hung on to the little girl.
Where'd they take that little girl to?
They kept her there at the local police station, I guess, wherever the pound is. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm trying to ask you is, did they take the dog to the cop shop to have
all
to
3
hang out with the dog and love on the dog and play with the dog?
She did get attention. Yes. They checked on her on a daily. She was, just like an inmate, you got to feed, water, let them use the bathroom. But they loved her. Everybody that ever was hands-on with her loved her. I kept in touch the whole time. So
really,
wow. To make sure she was, good.
You've got 10 signatures so far during this live. I'm sorry, 9.
Thank you.
We were at 899 when we started. Now we're at 908. If you guys would take a few minutes and fill out the petition and sign it. And so Eli, what's his last name again?
Copeland.
Okay, so Eli Copeland is a pig there in McAllister, and there's so many pigs in McAllister. Whatever happened with Eli? So just so you know, and so the people know, the audience knows, when your dog is killed by the police, that's called a seizure. It's called a seizure under the 4th Amendment, and no warrant shall issue without probable cause. Okay, so that is a seizure. So when they kill a dog, they call it a seizure. Now, your loss, the damages of the dog being lost, if there's no probable cause, which they convicted you of those tickets, so they're going to say there was probable cause, you can sue the pig shack and say, I have damages. You only get the money for the value of the dog. Now, some people I've heard, they add up the price of the dog food, the price of the vets, the price of, the doggy care, the price of the groomer, they take all the money they've invested in the dog and they say my damages are, $12,000 over the past 6 years because I bought this many dogs of bag food, this many cans, this many toys, and they've done it that way. And I've heard of people getting relief that way, financial relief, of course, not emotional relief, but it's a seizure. So with 6 years having a dog, you were convicted. So I don't know the state law in Oklahoma. Are you planning? Do you want to take any legal action?
I would love to take legal action if I had the ability, or like people want money, you know what I'm saying? Like it is that they need a down payment, or, things like that. Like I just don't have it. I just don't have the money to fight it. I don't have the money to pay the fine, which is going to come due in February because I went to a cost hearing afterwards because $880
Wow.
for a determined vicious dog. Yes.
For that piece of shit. Just so you know, I have a good friend named Copeland. So we're going to call him Eli Copeland. So Eli Copeland. And how long has he been a pig there in McAllister?
I'm not 100% sure how long he's been there. Amanda probably. She digs deep for me. You know what I'm saying? She's
sure. No,
she would definitely have the answer.
She got a hold of me, and she was upset. So now Lolly's been killed, and the puppies were stripped from you. And then they're not vicious dogs because they were given out to the community. What kind of dog was Lolly?
Lolly was a good girl. She was protective like she's supposed to be inside the home. She's never bit anybody ever. I have 3 kids, that she grew up with on top of that. And she's just awesome. She was a good girl.
I mean, I know it's really hard when you're put on the spot. Like it's hard to be live in front of hundreds of people right now. There's 250 people here. So it's hard to do this. I understand that. So what was the animal breed?
She was a pit bull. She was I guess Sapphire Terrier is what they call her, just because she's albino. So
yeah, it's the pit bull breed is a difficult dog, number one, but number two, it's really hard to get any sympathy for the pit bull dog in America. A lot of people want the pit bull banned altogether. And I think when you start to ban things, what happens is you create a black market and you create criminals out of people. The same thing. They want to ban books in junior and high schools that talk about sexuality and stuff like that. And I don't want to, don't get me wrong. If the kid's going to read that book, they're going to read it anyway. It doesn't have to be in your junior high school. So I think that it's, from my perspective over here in the cheap seats, you got a ticket, you got convicted of the ticket, they gave you $800 in fees. That dirty jackboot thug pig, he shot the dog 4 or 5 times. Then I imagine that was probably the kill shot. Once the dog was
9
injured.
times.
Yeah, shot that. How many times did the
11 shots total, but 9 in the video. So he shot at my dog. He shot towards I don't know if all 9 hit her. She had several, spots. I didn't inspect too deep into that. It was pretty awful. It didn't kill her though. When after that last shot, she was still alive.
Where did you donate to, April? April Rain, who's a big time member of Team DLZ, big supporter. She said she just donated. Monica, I'm sorry. Was there a GoFundMe or something that you created for donations?
I did not. I'm not one to typically or to reach to ask for anything. So signatures was my main concern.
You were looking for signatures. And then Cody lets us know that it's Eli Copeland from McAllister Police Department. I might give a call over there to try to get a hold of Eli. Got you, April. Oh, that's what you meant. April meant she signed the petition. Thanks, April. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
God bless
April.
you. I mean, she's such a sweetheart. You have no idea. And April has, just, if it was a GoFundMe, April has donated to every single person I've ever done a fundraiser for. So she's a wonderful human being. And I love you, April. I got nothing but love for you. So Cesar Milan is a huge pit bull advocate. So that's wow. It is. It is. So now did you know what you can't do though? You know what you can do? If I were you, what I would do, I would file a Freedom of Information Act, and I would request the disciplinary records and the oath to office and any records you could get and employment history on Eli Cope land. If I was you, that's what I would do. And I would look up and see anywhere else that he worked at, and I would track down his work history if I were you. And then I would send it to me.
Some work history for him, actually, quite a bit. He's made a name for himself around here. He actually shot a man that was attempting suicide. He was in his own home with his own weapons. Nobody was there. They were supposed to defuse the situation, and instead caught a bullet through the window. He murdered that man.
Right. So I imagine there was a call for a welfare check or something, or maybe he called and said, I'm feeling suicidal, something like that. Is that right?
So I think a family member, I don't know who it was exactly that called or how they got to that residence in general, but I think a family member called or something, but they said that he pointed the gun at them, and in turn, he shot them. He shot him. So
it's so funny. So many people are signing the petition now for you. So here's the thing, for some reason, when there's someone who's suicidal or their family calls and says, hey, my son has a knife and I'm afraid, instead of sending mental health care workers who could easily have defensive tactics, have defense gear that protects their neck from being stabbed, protects their heart, protects their liver and their kidneys and their guts, you could bring somebody in who's completely geared up to be able to take on someone with a knife. Look, I'm 50, but I still train all the time. You could cover me up with gear, make sure my face is protected, my neck, and someone with a knife, I could still beat the fuck out of most people. So why wouldn't you just call up a health professional? But our country, each state has their own different policies, procedures, and protocols. Each different police department has their own policies, procedures, and protocols. And they send out cops to people who are for welfare checks or who are suicidal. And what does the person who's suicidal do? Well, if I'm suicidal already, I'll just do like this, and then my suicide's a lot easier for me, suicide by cop.
That's exactly what it was.
So now this Eli Cope land, he's back on the job in McAllister after he killed that guy. How long was he off for?
He went immediately after it happened, went on a vacation that he was gone for a little over 2 weeks.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, so there was no getting a hold of him. That's why the dogs were held for so long before they could be adopted, because they were waiting for him to come back and confirm which dog they said it was. So what they did, they gave him a lineup of pups, and he just picked one of them.
What?
So yeah. Yeah, they just showed him pictures of the 3 puppies, and he picked one of the 3 puppies because they said it was one of the white ones. Well, there was 2 full white ones, one that had a couple of spots on him, and the other one was red and white. So out of the 3 puppies, 2 of them were white ones, but they were all white. All 3 of them had white. You know what I mean? So he just picked one.
Let's see what happens here. Okay, let's.
Police department is Deanna.
Deanna, how you doing? My name's JD. I'm a journalist. I'm giving a call to get a little information from around there. Can you help me out with something? Well, Deanna, don't.
What it is.
Well, first of all, my name's JD. I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded and on the record. But here's the most important part, and the question I called to ask you right now is: I understand that you have a police officer there by the name of Eli Cope Land, and is that gentleman still working at that police department?
Yes, he works here.
Yeah. Did you hear about that dog that he killed? Did you see the video? How many times he shot that dog?
I did not.
Oh, son of a gun. Well, I'm sorry. What was your name again, honey?
Deanna.
Deanna, how you doing now, honey?
Good.
Good. Nice to talk to you, dear. I got nothing against you. Now, I don't like most police. A lot of them are dirty jackboot thug pigs. But every once in a while, you're going to get yourself a good police officer that we can all respect and admire. Now, let me ask you a question, Deanna. How many you think is there right there? How many police officers you got on the force there in McAlester, Oklahoma?
I don't have it the slightest. Probably between 40 and 50.
40 and 50 police officers, McAlester. Ain't McAlester an itty bitty place in Oklahoma, little tiny population?
Population is, I think, around 25,000.
25,000, you got 50 police officers there? Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not all working at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank God for that. I'll tell you that. It'd be a total police state then, wouldn't it? Deanna, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you okay, honey? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, what's the matter, honey? Are you okay? I just want to make sure.
I'm very confused right now.
Oh, no, listen, I'm a journalist. Like I said, I got a little bitty audience of people. And so what I always do is I review videos. And tonight we reviewed a video of this guy. He looks like a bad guy. I tell you that. And what he done is he shot this dog, and he shot that dog so many times. He shot that dog 9 times. And so I just wanted to call up and find out exactly if that dirty jackboot thug pig was still working there. You know what I'm saying? And, there's some good police officers, but every once in a while you get a copper like Eli, dirty pig. And I'm telling you what, right now, if he's willing to shoot people in the community, if he's willing to shoot dogs, don't think for 2 seconds flat, Deanna, he won't shoot someone you know and love. You okay, Deanna?
I knew that was coming. I'm surprised she hung on that long.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So people don't know it, but in Alaska, where I was raised, it's a lot of Southerners because the economy in Alaska is oil. So we got a lot of guys who work on what's called the platform or the slope, or even out at Collier's. And so they come in from Texas. Matter of fact, just a little fun fact here. My nickname wasn't Chili. It was Taco. It was Taco all the way up till I hit junior high school. My best friend Ryan called me Chili Dog, and then that kind of took off. But then when I got my first job at 18, my boss put on my business cards Chili. But the point was, though, my neighbors were from Texas, great people. We're still in touch with those neighbors to this day. And I'm 50. I moved to Alaska when I was 5, so that's 45 years. But the neighbors called me Taco. Hey there, Chili Taco. Come on over here and get yourself a burger. Well, my mom heard that. She went crazy. So I was raised around everybody who talked like that a little bit. Not everybody in my hometown talked like that, but quite a few did. And so you learn it. And you really want to sound really dumb. All you do is take your words, and on each one, you just extend it a little bit.
Well, that definitely works just fine.
I got Brick Jonesy in the chat. Is he in the chat right now? Ripple Effect is in the chat. Love seeing Ripple Effect. So I don't know what I can really do for you other than expose this Eli Copeland, because he sounds like a real pig. And then I can give a call over there again tomorrow. But it's a pretty small town, McAlester. So just the fact that I had you on, it's going to ripple through that town. It's going to go all through the town, and people might give you a hard time, and your piece of shit neighbor might see this. And in case you don't say it, you're a piece of shit, bro. You don't go calling the cops on people. You don't go calling the cops on people. You don't go calling the cops on a dog. You go to your neighbor and you say, hey, chick, get your dog, put it in your yard. I'm not going to put up with this shit. That's how you handle it. Your neighbors talk to neighbors. Right. She could have taken you to task and said, hey, I don't appreciate that your dog's not on a leash. I would have. I would have come over and knocked on your door and give you a piece of my mind. I'm not a huge pit bull fan. So I would have come over and let you know, hey, I don't like this dog running around like this. I'm so sorry, McAlester. Hey, listen here. I don't want your damn dog running around off the leash. All right.
Literally.
Cody, come on now. Come on, Cody. Come on. It's not an Oklahoma accent. Just so you know, my best friend growing up, his mama's from Louisiana. So that's how she talked like that. And so that's more of a Louisiana accent. Pit bulls are your favorite breed, Jason. There's a whole website called dogsbite.org, which is all about pit bulls. So you might want to take a look at that. But anyway, I'll give you the last word. Anything else? Let's take a look at your petition real quick, though. See how many signatures we got. We had 909. Let me refresh this bad chicken. Holy smokes. We got 24 signatures on there tonight. 24 people have signed the petition. I will drop the petition in the chat while you're still here just one more time. Anybody else wants to sign this petition? And hold on one second. What exactly does this petition say on it? It says, we're calling for justice for the tragic case of Lolly, a cherished family dog who was shot. And by the way, some pit bulls are wonderful animals, so don't let my bias prejudice anybody. Ian Copeland. This incident occurred without attempt to understand the situation or non-lethal use of only excessive, unnecessary force was used. Lolly was not given a chance to react or show aggression before she was deemed vicious and killed on sight. It's important to remember dogs are sentient beings. The American Veterinary Medical Association says that dogs should be considered individually, not based on stereotypes or breeds. We demand an investigation into Eli Copeland. What about the family there of that was the man who was killed by Eli Copeland?
To my understanding, he didn't have a whole lot of family. Actually, after all that happened with my dog, I had a customer in my office where I used to work for Carmart, and I had a customer in my office who happened to be a cousin to the man that got shot in Krebs, and he said he was pretty when it happened, he was pretty upset about it. The way it went down, and there were no repercussions against the officer, of course. So.
No, there very rarely is. These pigs get away with murder, and so, and by the way, if you're trying to kill yourself, then I feel bad for the guy because I can't air all the conversations that I have on this phone, but I can tell you this: at least a dozen of the conversations that I can't air are me spending hours and hours on the phone with someone who called me up and said, I'm going to off myself, dude. And then I end up sitting on the phone talking to them for hours and hours on end. And I can't air the conversations. It wouldn't be right. But I have at least a dozen where I spend a long time sitting there, because I think, to me, it's like when someone's going to off themselves, it's going to cost me some time. It's going to be frustrating for me, but no, Scrubzilla, it actually is. Read dogsbite.org. Take a look at that. So I don't want to desecrate her memory of her puppy, but I would read dogsbite.org. I'm not a huge pit bull fan, Monica, at all.
I understand. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
She could appear, like if she didn't like somebody, and there was like maybe two people she did not like, but they were very sketchy people, you know what I mean? But she still never bit them, you know what I mean? Like she would bark at somebody riding by on a bicycle, but never chased after them, you know what I mean? But she stuck to her property, and she was still an amazing dog,
What I think is one of the most unjust things here is that you got an $880 ticket, but there's no hospital bill. There's nobody who has a bite mark where they can say, "Hey, look, I was attacked by this dog."
And they eliminated the issue, right? So, like, why did I get ticketed to begin with? So,
I'll give you the last word. Anything else you want to let people know?
I appreciate you all for signing the petition for me. It makes a huge difference. As far as legal counsel, if anybody's out there and feels like going pro bono, I'm down anytime.
We got you 25 signatures. So if there's any attorneys in the McAllister, Norman's close to you too, right?
It's about 2 hours away or so, 2.5 hours.
So I'm wrong.
2 hours.
Norman's nowhere near McAllister.
No, like Tulsa.
Oh, that's right. Tulsa's
close.
I was there for
the way I would go.
I was in McAllister for like a month.
Wow.
Yeah, right there. I got a good buddy who lives down there, and it was a good time. I had a great time. All right, listen, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming on the show, Monica. I'll see you on the next one, okay?
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Later, Gator. So there it is right there. It's Yep. And thank you, Amanda, for reaching out and contacting me. Unfortunately, the day we text, the next day on the 19th, I was put in jail for 6 months. She sent me a text, Amanda did, and said, hey, we were talking. And then one day, all of a sudden, you just fell off. And I was like, I wonder why I fell off. Maybe I was in jail. And then come to find out I was in jail. I was in jail. Ripple Effect just signed it. Nice going on. I mean, Cody, you better be from Oklahoma. Cody, you from Oklahoma? You better be from Oklahoma. Because you're going to tell me my Oklahoma accent's shitty. You better have some way to back that up. My Oklahoma accent is the best accent you ever done heard. All right, let's get into the next video. Here it is. Is there no volume on this bad chicken?
Of depriving Floyd of his civil rights. One of the officers convicted in George Floyd's murder is set to be released from federal prison. J. Alexander King is serving his federal sentence in Ohio after being convicted of depriving Floyd of his civil rights. Thomas Lane was released in August. Tu Tao is set to be released this coming fall. Derek Chauvin will not be eligible for parole for another 10 years.
J. Alexander King spent the last 2 years behind bars on state and federal charges. King helped pin Floyd to the ground during that deadly arrest outside a South Minneapolis convenience store back in 2020. The rookie cop later pleaded guilty to a manslaughter charge. A federal jury also convicted him of violating Floyd's civil rights.
So you take a look at this guy right here, whereas if Josh, welcome. Did you get your trifold and cop card? I have a tracking number for you. You should have gotten it by now, I think. I mailed it off a few days ago. Thanks for coming, Josh. I appreciate it. But if it was Josh Walcott who held somebody down as I killed them, we would all go to jail for murder. Why? How come it is that we can all be charged with crimes for being a part of anything, but cops, they can hold people down while someone else murders them and, oh, I'm only got charged with the lesser offense. This guy should be in jail for 20 years. Instead, he gets out. Why is he out of jail? He should be in jail for murder. You're welcome, Momo. He should be in jail for murder, 100%. And I didn't get a chance to listen to it fully. Let me hear what she says in the beginning of this. I just want to hear this one more time.
One of the officers convicted in George Floyd's murder.
One of the officers convicted in George Floyd's murder. So George Floyd was murdered in 2020. It's 2025. So that's less than 4 years of prison.
Is set to be released from federal prison.
He's set to be released from federal prison.
J. Alexander King is serving his federal sentence in Ohio after being convicted of depriving Floyd of his civil rights.
Did he get to choose where he picked? Because this was a Minnesota case. Maybe his family lives in Ohio. Why should he get to pick where he goes spends time in prison for murder? And why is he only doing 4 years for murder?
Thomas Lane was released in August.
Thomas Lane got out. Less than 5 years in prison. Less than 4. Because the trial didn't happen until 21 or 22. And it just turned 25. So Thomas Lane spent less than 5 years in prison.
Tu Tao is set to be released this coming fall.
So 3 of the murderers, 3 people who participated, aided and abetted a murderer are all no longer in prison. They each did less than 4 years in prison. And by the way, federal prisons are much different than state prisons. Much different. Would you rather be in a federal prison or a state prison? I wouldn't want to be in either one. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Derek Chauvin will not be eligible for parole for another 10 years.
J. Alexander King spent the last 2 years behind bars on state and federal charges. King helped pin Floyd to the ground during that deadly arrest outside a South Minneapolis convenience store back in 2020. The rookie cop later pleaded guilty to a manslaughter charge. A federal jury also convicted him of violating Floyd's civil rights.
So he was convicted of manslaughter. He was convicted of violating civil rights, and he does 2 years. Mark LeGrand said he did 2 years. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. There's no justice. If you're a pig and you have a badge, you get away with murder. You get away with violating people's civil rights. If you get convicted of violating someone's civil rights, there should be a 10-year mandatory minimum. There's a mandatory minimum for you. There's a mandatory minimum for me. Why isn't there a mandatory minimum for violating your federal civil rights? Mandatory minimum of 10 years for pigs who get convicted of it. Even in a civil case, if you sue, so this is a U.S. Code 18, Section 242. When you sue for a federal civil rights violation, it's a U.S. Code 42. These pigs should have a mandatory 10 years when they're convicted of a U.S. Code 18, Section 242. If you win in court in your U.S. Code 42 for a civil rights complaint, they should have their peace officer's license stripped from them and should never be able to have a peace officer's license in any other state in America. Ooh, that pisses me off. Ooh. Ooh. How do you feel? Is your blood boiling? My blood's boiling. He should be in prison for 20 years. 10 minimum for murder. So the beach cam just sent me this video in. You got legal fees, huh? Let's see what happened here. Let's check it out. Are you still watching, bro? Whoever sent this to me? Let me know your username. Oh, I have your username right here. So your username is going to be the beach cam. Right, Jake?
And I think you decided to. Hey, hello, sir. I was just driving by. I wasn't even paying attention.
I invoke my First Amendment right to be pressed and my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent immediately. Pull out your trifold and use it.
And I think you decided to.
I was just driving by, so this is a Terry stop. Did you know that? This is a Terry stop. He said, I was just driving by and I noticed. So it's reasonable, articulable suspicion. You stopped because you said you're suspicious. You're part of the jump out crew. You're part of a gang. This is a Terry stop. If that dirty pig says, I was just driving by and I thought I would jump out, that's a Terry stop. So you're seeing it. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. I see it going through the chat already. OTVO. Listen to what the pig says here.
I was just driving by.
So you were just driving by. You were just driving by. That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. We've given these dirty jackboot thug pigs the right to say, oh, I was just driving by and I thought I would come over here and harass the shit out of you, to the point where I'm going to arrest you, to the point where you're going to get out of your car and start to exit away from me. This is a Terry stop. This is a Terry stop. You're watching another Terry stop.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. I think you decided to. So you were actually driving the car, so I will need your driver's license, registration, and insurance, please.
No, wait a minute. You said you were just driving by. Now she's going to call for another car because she wants to arrest him. Here's another example of a pigtail escalating things.
May I reach inside without getting shot, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't shoot.
Why do you have to give your license, registration, and proof of insurance? Y'all, this is what I'm telling you. You got to have the cop cards. You got to have the trifold. It teaches you not to give ID unless there's probable cause.
Shoot me now, please. I was driving the car. What violation did I do?
You are driving in circles in the parking lot, sir.
It's not against the law.
Did you? I got you on tape.
Because you were doing the driving now.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal?
Get the driver's license.
Yes.
No, right there. You don't have to give your driver's license. There's no violation. This is not even a Wren stop, the 1996 case, United States versus Wren.
Well, but is that illegal?
I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm asking you for your identification.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He's going to arrest him anyway.
All right. Penal code section for driving in circles in a public parking lot.
I would not give my license in this particular situation. As you guys know, I teach you all to have your license, registration, and proof of insurance ready to go. I teach you guys to do that, right? But in this particular situation, unless he could rattle off the statute, code, or ordinance that I violated, I don't think I'd give him my license. I'd be willing to go to jail for this because you could go to jail for not giving your license, registration, and proof of insurance, but I wouldn't give it to him in this particular situation, especially with this little pigtail here who wants to escalate everything. She already did another call in to get another car to come out so they could arrest him. She already decided they wanted to arrest him. And why is she a pig? Take a look. What in the world qualifies this little 96-cent woman to be a pig? What qualifies her to take me on? It's unbelievable.
And if I don't, will I be shot? If I don't, will I be arrested? If I don't give you my driver's license and registration, what will happen, sir? Am I being detained for what crime, sir? Ma'am. What crime am I being detained for, sir?
I told you, sir.
Driving in a circle, that's a crime?
We're just looking for everything's okay.
I entertained this conversation the other day, man, and you tapped out. So I'm gonna. It says right at the top. You see this right here? San Diego police pull over media for filming. It's a Terry stop. See that? It's a Terry stop. Pulls them over for no reason. You got to have a driver's license in America. Those are the laws.
I'm fine. I have no qualms. I did not call you, and I am perfectly fine. I don't answer any questions. Now, you saying that
I don't answer any questions is not invoking your Fifth Amendment right. And the clearly established prong will then allow these pigs to have qualified immunity because the 2013 case of Salinas versus Texas says that you have to say the words, I invoke my right to remain silent.
being detained for a crime. Is that true?
It's a traffic stop.
It's a traffic stop. Driving in circles in a parking lot is a traffic stop. I can't drive in circles in a public parking lot.
Over the... No, sir, you can't. You understand why I caught your attention?
No, I don't understand why I got your attention. Oh, were you in a concentration camp?
No. I have your license, please.
Okay, so let me take a poll real quick here. Put a 1 in the chat if you think you have to have a driver's license. Put a 2 in the chat if you think you don't have to have a driver's license. Just take a poll real quick. I already debated this guy the other day. I had a fair conversation with Cameron. He still believes that you should not have a driver's license. Put a 1 in the chat if you think you're going to go to jail for not having a driver's license. Put a 2 in the chat if you think you're not going to go to jail. I just want to see. So you got a couple people in here who are with you. Now let's take those people. Do you have a driver's license? 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 Of course they do.
I'm gonna reach in now. I don't want to get
Yeah,
shot.
go ahead. Don't worry. Go ahead.
I worry. So on the ticket, I want the penal code for driving in a circle in a parking lot. Huh?
They always do.
No, I want you or whoever's writing this to put the penal code.
Yeah, the tickets they always do.
No, you.
It's not a penal code.
It's a vehicle code.
Yeah, there you go.
Then I want the vehicle code for driving in a circle in a parking lot.
Yo, power inherent to the people. We're watching a Terry stop, bro. If you want to push your agenda, go online and make a video. Otherwise, you're just trolling. We've already had the talk. I'm not going to advise people not to have a driver's license.
So this is a traffic stop.
It is a traffic stop.
Okay. For driving in a circle.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to go into your little book there and find that, because there's no. And I'm putting my hand in my pocket. Unless you want to search me, I'm putting my hand in my pocket. Now if I get shot, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to close the door.
Huh?
I'm going to close the door. Please step back. I don't want to bump into you and get charged with assaulting an officer. Are you telling me how to close my door?
Yeah, wherever you want.
No, I can't do anything on mine. I can't leave on my own free will because you're saying I'm being detained.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Just step to the left.
I don't need to step to the left. If I don't step to the left, will I be shot or arrested?
No, you will not.
I'm going to step to the right and close the door. And then I'm going to go against the car so I don't get shot.
Okay, sir.
I'm gonna reach in and grab some paperwork.
Okay.
I don't see him. I don't see San Joaquin Valley Transparency in the chat. Don't see him. You're not kidding. This is the whole thing. This is a reaction video, so I have to break it up a little bit. You know, listen, San Joaquin Valley Transparency is more than welcome. You know what I mean? We do have to get along. I wish power inherent to the people would stop trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've asked my mods not to block people, time people out and stuff, but dude, if you want to push for people not to have a driver's license, you got a channel. People listen to you. You got your little flock of people. You know what I mean? But San Joaquin Valley Transparency, welcome to the chat, man. If you guys are not familiar with San Joaquin Valley Transparency, he's one of the OGs, and he's got a huge following, not just the numbers on YouTube. He's got a gigantic following that goes really, really deep. So he's one of those guys, you know, if you haven't followed his page, you should take a look at it, and he's got some good content.
You're not going to give me a ticket? Why?
Drive safely.
Why? Why? And are you in a concentration camp? What's that tattoo? Why aren't you giving me a ticket? You came up to me all threatening.
It's discretionary. None of us were being threatened.
Why'd you pull me over?
You're driving recklessly.
I wasn't driving recklessly. Now you're saying I was driving recklessly. First you said it was well, then give me a ticket for reckless driving.
I don't feel a need to cite you.
Why?
Because it's my discretion. I don't want to write you a cite.
Why?
Why do you want a ticket?
I want a ticket because you guys pulled me over for something I can legally do. I was not I was doing 2 miles an hour in a parking lot, doing circles. Name and ID number.
Okay, so here's where you can't. Okay, you can, but you could get arrested, and I think he does get arrested. So obstruction is a physical act. So if you follow the pigs, and these guys are pigs, they Terry stopped him for absolutely no reason. If you follow the pigs like this, they might arrest you. So I've done it. You guys have seen me do it. I would just stay a little bit back from pigs because they're dirty, filthy, disgusting, nasty animals full of parasites. And so they could get you hurt. They could get you hurt. Let's see what happens.
Parking lot, doing circles. Name and ID number. Name and ID number. Name and ID number. Do you feel threatened right now as I approach you?
Yes, he does. Yeah, they all say that they're scared. And does he feel threatened? Watch his head. His chin is cocked over to his left shoulder the whole time.
Do you feel threatened right now as I approach you? Why? Or will I be shot or arrested for doing that?
You come like super close.
What's
Yes.
super close? Define super close.
I don't blame him for being pissed off. I don't blame him but he didn't invoke his First Amendment right to be press. He didn't invoke his Fifth Amendment right to not be questioned without an attorney present.
And what's that tattoo, young lady? Were you in a concentration camp, or are you a pseudo wanting to be a Jewish concentration camp victim?
Well, you know, it's funny because, as you guys know, my last name, if you look it up to Castro, I am of Jewish descent. Matter of fact, my forefathers were Jewish. We converted to Catholicism in my family 3 generations ago. So you'll be shocked, though, you may be shocked to find out that while the number is 6 million people, that's the number that has been purported, that 6 million Jews were exterminated by the Nazis, which, you know, you guys can debate the number all you want. It was millions of Jews that were exterminated by the Nazis. But did you know that the Russians, over the same time period, lost 29 million people? 29 million. So it's pretty bad. Murdering in the name of freedom for socialism. It was a really bad time in the world.
Have a nice day, assholes.
He's got his lights on now. He's got his lights on as he drives away. So there was a GoFundMe in this, so I think he's going to get arrested. Hold tight.
Hey, so why'd they give you a ticket? Huh?
My friend's registration is good.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
No other reason?
What they do for you?
Nothing, man. They just wanted to know who I was, so because I was following them, recording them. Asshole.
Hey, everybody. Big Mike Audits is in the room. He's a First Amendment auditor. He goes out and films cops. Give him a follow.
Fools. They all knew who I was. But, and look, he still got his little lights on.
Yeah, that's right. I only had one dad, too.
So they didn't say that you're homeless or sleeping here or parking the wrong way because you're backing in, anything like that? Okay. And then
I think it was 29 million, but I'm open to being corrected. I get dyslexia. I have dyslexia. You guys can see it when I do my writing. When I'm typing, I'll put one word in front of the other. Sometimes I misspell letters and stuff. But was it 29 million or 27 million? Because I thought it was 7 million of those Russians allegedly were Jewish, and then the other 22 million were just Russian people who got murdered in the name of socialism. It's an incredible story if you don't know about how many Russians were killed in the name of liberty, in the name of togetherness.
Nazis. And then this guy's, parking across 5, 6, 7 parking spaces, which isn't allowed, but they didn't go to him.
What's going on, Death Angel? Love you, buddy. Thank you for coming. Good night, F. Thank you for coming.
All right. Well, you have a nice day. Stay safe. Don't let them give you any shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Is there going to be a retaliatory pullover and arrest? That could happen. Still 3 minutes left in this video. Let me kill the music on this real quick just so I don't get copyright struck. Is that there's the pigs right there. Still got that music playing. Can't play the music, sorry. So he's the pigs are going real slow. Were they waiting for him to get in his car and try to find a reason to arrest him? I'm not really sure. Music's playing. So he pulls over into a parking space. Are the cops circling around to harass him? Man, this guy should have a hell of a lawsuit if this was happening. There they are. They came back around to harass him. He should be able to sue these pigs for what they've done. This is outright harassment. It was a bullshit Terry stop to begin with. You guys have seen me do this. I follow cops all the time. When a cop follows me, I pull off on the side of the road and pull out and follow him. So he's still driving in circles in the parking lot. Oh, I love the standoff. I love it. It's so intense. Right on, Grateful Dabs. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing good, man. Thank you for your donation, Grateful Dabs. I appreciate you, dude. Okay. Have a good night, AMG Style. Thanks for coming. This is the last video. We're going to get out of here after this. I know it. We're supposed to talk. 1 minute left in this video. 1 minute left. 1 minute till Wapner. Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll. It says in the comments, it says that there's a GoFundMe for legal fees, Jason D. So let's take a poll real quick, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's going to get arrested. Put a 2 in the chat if you think the last minute is going to be uneventful and he's going to drive home. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's going to get arrested. One more video? King Braveheart, for you, I'll do one more video after this one. If you guys want to stay up late with me, if you're on the West Coast, I'll do one more video. Maybe 2, because I have a bunch of short ones that I wanted to do for my editor anyway. So, ready? Let's see what happens. You guys think he's going to get arrested? 1 in the chat. Oh, 1, 1, 1, 2. 2, Commander Alpha Turkey. Alpha Turkey. Breaker 219, Alpha Turkey Commander. Alpha Turkey Commander, come in, please. Alpha Turkey Commander. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. AMG Stealth had to stick around long enough to see if he's going to get arrested. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. So apparently you're not allowed to drive around in a parking lot. You'll get Terry stopped. That's crazy. Who here learned how to drive in a parking lot with their parents, with their mom holding onto the emergency brake? Or my mom tried to put her foot on the brake between my legs. I said, get your foot out of there. Give him the bird, bro. Put a nice big 1 finger up. 1 finger up. Put it up. 1 finger. Put it up. He did not get arrested. 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 So listen. Let me say this. I don't know if Cameron's still watching, but Cameron, listen. You can do whatever you want. Don't be a troll. If I came to your chat and you were talking about not having a driver's license, I would say thanks for the information. But that's your crowd. That's what you're doing, bro. You don't get to come to my chat and troll me, dude. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You can take you and all your little mins in, the little minions over there on that little thing over there, and you guys can do what you're gonna do. I don't care. I'm not going to advise people not to get a driver's license. And all of your ideas in the world, to me, it's stupid. You may not be stupid. But coming to my chat and trolling me, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like we already have to deal with trolls who are absolute scumbags, you know, and you're not a scumbag, but you're trolling me, bro. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I do. You know, I'm doing what I do. Do you, bro? I'm more than willing to support you on your channel. I'll come over there and say, man, he's teaching you guys some stuff. Thanks for the information. I don't even think I would say I don't agree, because it doesn't matter if I agree or don't agree. You're doing what you do on your channel. I'm going to, you know, it's not even proper to say I'm going to let you do what you do. I'm not going to let you do. You do what you want to do. What I'm not going to do is come over to your channel and say, you got to have a license. You got to have a license. You got to have a license. I've never done that to you. Why are you doing that to me here? Listen, there will be no trolling on my channel. You can. I'll just block your ass, man. I don't give a fuck. I've been doing this for years. I will fucking block you like that. Mods, if they come in trolling, fucking block their ass. You know, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm doing what I do. You do what you do. You know what I mean? I put my boots on the ground. I have earned what I do. You do what you do. You know what I mean? But I don't got time for the drama and bullshit. I'm trying to do what I do.
In Oakland, California Attorney General Rob Bonta is on the hot seat as families impacted by police violence are rallying to demand reforms.
They gathered at the Oscar Grant Plaza this afternoon. They plan to highlight the alarming rise of in-custody deaths and what they say is a failure of the police to prosecute officers involved. John Ramos has more.
There's been a lot of concern in Oakland lately about elected officials being soft on criminals. But one group is challenging the state attorney general for being silent on what they say is police abuse.
We want accountability.
White people.
We want it now. If we don't get it, we're going to shut it down.
Just last month, Alameda
There's some black people.
County District Attorney Pamela
So the black people are the district attorneys and the people protesting are the white people.
Price was recalled from office for focusing too much on police abuse and not enough on prosecuting crimes.
Now we got a mix of black, white, and brown.
But Terry Lovett believes what happened to her son in police custody was a crime, one that is being ignored.
It's basically consumed me. This is what I do every day, all day. I do nothing else but try to find out what happened to my child.
Jelani Lovett was born and raised in Oakland, but was arrested and convicted of robbery in Los Angeles. In September of 2021, he was awaiting transfer to another facility when he died in a county jail cell. Terry was told he died of a fentanyl overdose.
But I've gotten pictures from the coroner's department that shows that Jelani was beat. I've gotten pictures in my discovery that shows a hole in the back of Jelani's head.
So far, no one has been willing to talk to Terry about what really happened.
I've climbed the ladder till I'm at the Attorney General's office, and he just refuses to talk to me. They pay out the taxpayers' money, your money, my money, to settle these cases, and the officers don't get reprimanded. They don't get put on suspension. They don't get fired, and it's ridiculous. When is he going to do his job?
Jelani died in Los Angeles, but there have been a disturbing number of in-custody deaths in jails around the state, including the Bay Area. At Santa Rita Jail in Alameda County, more than 66 people have died since 2014.
Anybody that's in custody, you have a right to come in the same way you left. Or if you go get sent to prison, go to your next destination without dying in that custody. And a lot of in-custody deaths happen, and they sweep it under the rug because the families don't have money, they don't have support, and they just want to just hush everybody up. And we're not going to just be hushed up.
You know, the only way that we're going to have any change is one of two ways. I don't see a third. Number one, someone like me who has dedicated their life to this gets into power and they pass legislation by submitting a bill into committee, into the House of that state, then it goes to the subcommittee, then it goes to the full House, then it goes to the Senate, where we create codes for police brutality, where we create codes that if you are sued in a federal civil rights lawsuit and you lose the lawsuit, you can never have a peace officer's license in any state in America. Where we have police brutality codes, where we ban canine dogs, and that comes from leadership. The other way that we can change the system includes things that I cannot say on YouTube. It would mean an all-out absolute dealing with these guys at a level where they don't have a home base anymore because it's gone. And I don't advocate for that. We've seen it happen. We saw it happen in Minnesota. I don't advocate for that because I think that I can change things as the governor, as the mayor. I think that I can change things as the leader. I don't want to advocate for option number 2. I don't think protesting with signs and screaming no justice, no peace, I don't think that that's going to get it done. I think it's going to have to be a leader, one like myself, or number 2, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Where, right, Roger Bond said, there's a third option, a national strike, where people say, but how many people cannot go to work? They got us like a hamster on a wheel. You have to work to make money to be able to pay your rent and bills. I'm dealing with it now because I give away so many trifolds, people stop buying them. They just say, hey, Chili will give it to one for free. I'm in a cash crunch because you guys saw it. Because people think, oh, I don't got to buy it. Chili will just give it to me. You got to participate. You guys see what it says right there? You see what it says right there? Free stuff requires participation. You got to jump in the fight. I can't be sending off 75 or 100 free trifolds a day. You guys got to participate a little bit with me for me to be able to keep going and keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping Constitutional Law Scholar, this game is going to solve those many problems, but I don't think we're going to solve anything by protesting. I think Roger Bond's got a good idea where a national strike, but how many days can we be on a national strike? How many days can we do that before we all end up in the poorhouse?
So they've been traveling around the state to raise awareness and pressure Attorney General Rob Bonta to address the problem. Justice reform activists say so far, the only action has come from legal settlements, with almost no one being held criminally responsible. And they say that's not going to change as long as information about police abuse investigations is allowed to be kept secret.
To be able to pursue these cases, to bring these officers to justice, to jail the killer cops, you need to be able to bring forward the evidence. And a lot of that evidence is held in secret by the police department. So we're demanding open the archives. And as the Attorney General, he has...
That's, you know what? Can we listen to this again? Just listen. Sorry about that.
Has come from legal settlements.
Okay, this is the part I wanted to hear again.
Justice reform activists say so far, the only...
Justice reform activists say...
action has come from legal settlements.
The only action has come from legal settlements.
With almost no one being held criminally responsible.
So, but you know what the motto of the police is that we just need more training. We just need more, just don't punish him, just give him more training. No, cops are never held responsible, and we need to hold them responsible. We have to hold them responsible. That's what has to happen.
And they say that's not going to change as long as information about police abuse investigations is allowed to be kept secret.
To be able to pursue these cases, to bring these...
He's so correct.
Abuse investigations. And they say that's not going to change as long as information about police abuse investigations is allowed to be kept secret.
To be able to pursue these cases, to bring these officers to justice, to jail the killer cops, you need to be able to bring forward the evidence. And a lot of that evidence is held in secret by the police department. So we're demanding open the archives. And as the attorney...
Exactly. All their personnel records are hidden. Internal investigations are confidential investigations. The outcome of them, you don't get to know.
General, he has the keys to the cabinet. You know, he could actually release these files if he wanted to, but that's something that he's not willing to do in his role of protecting the police. He is the top cop.
While running for the office, Bonta promised to do something to curb abuse by officers, both on the streets and in the jails. He wrote, quote, "Whether you have a loved one in jail or are worried about crime in your neighborhood, we all benefit when there is action to ensure the integrity of policing in our state." End quote. Those who have lost loved ones while in police custody say it shouldn't be even more dangerous after the police arrive.
That's so funny.
In our state, end quote. Those who have lost loved ones while in police custody say it shouldn't be even more dangerous after the police arrive.
That's so true. That as soon as the cop, one second here. Let me see what you guys can see. Sorry about that. What are you guys seeing? Oh, you guys can't see the same video I'm showing. One second. I'm so sorry. That didn't work. Let me do it again. Okay. I guess I can't. Give me 1 second here. I'm having some testicle difficulties here. Let me see where that video is. There's a video that I want to show you guys. It's right here. Okay, so it didn't this video didn't open properly just because I had StreamYard difficulty here. I apologize. So stay with me here 1 second. Good to see you, Jet Mesh. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for coming, you guys. Remember, if you guys do actually go to my website and purchase anything, I give you everything on my website for free. So you don't have to spend $5 or $10 and you'll get every single thing in my store for free. So if you guys do that, let me know and I will shoot you everything that I sell 100% for free.
And the Constitution.
Open the door from the outside.
So this is what the dirty jackboot thug pigs call a felony stop. So why who created that policy that they can draw down guns on you for a stolen vehicle? Who created that? Who created that policy? And who can change it? The mayor of LA, the mayor of New York, the governor of a state. I'm giving you examples. That's who can change the policy of a felony stop. This is a felony stop. But the guy in the car was nonviolent. He hadn't done anything wrong. This is a felony stop.
Slowly.
As traffic stops go,
Anybody else in the vehicle? Step out of the vehicle now.
this one was anything but routine.
I'm so sorry.
Look at that.
And it spawned a story.
Look at that. The guy sleeps in the back of his car. She's laughing. Look at the back of his car. He's sleeping in that car. Maybe that's his full-time home.
I'm so sorry.
And it spawned a story
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I'm not signing anything.
of the difference between rights and a wrong.
When you know you did nothing wrong, you did nothing wrong.
A story that may one day be told in a courtroom.
These cops are going to end up in federal court explaining to a federal judge why they don't understand the Constitution of the United States.
Let me stop it right there for 1 second. If those cops, number one, let me explain the process a little bit to you guys so that you understand what it means filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against cops. I've filed several. Let me explain the process to you. So first, you do what's called a first complaint, a petition for a prayer for relief. That's literally what the last page of a federal civil rights lawsuit says. It's called prayer for relief. You file your petition with the federal court. This looks like they're in Denver. He's wearing a Denver Broncos hat. So when you file your petition at the federal courthouse in Colorado, what happens is then the police are madly, completely, fully funded and represented by lawyers who are either work for the state full-time or are contracted out by bid. After you file your complaint, your petition, then they file a motion to dismiss. You then file what's called a demurrer or a second amended complaint. When you file the demurrer or the second amended complaint, what happens is the judge, most of the time, is going to say failure to state a claim or it lacks sufficient cause, and he's going to dismiss your case. That's what happens most of the time. You don't get justice until you go to the circuit court or when you appeal. He's going to dismiss your case. Remember Iron Turn, Ohio, and all that shit I went through? I filed 3 federal civil rights lawsuits. All 3 of them were dismissed. You're not getting justice in the federal court. So this lawyer says, what's going to happen here is there's these, and then specifically what he said is these cops are going to have to defend what they did in federal court. No, they don't. No. When you file a federal civil rights lawsuit, like I said, you file the first complaint, they file a demur or a motion to dismiss, you file a second amended complaint, then the judge typically will rule against you. There is no court. There's nobody coming to court where you get the judge, the cop on the stand, and you get to question him. No. It's done through a deposition. The judge doesn't even hear the cop testify. He watches it on a deposition. Eventually, you might get to a courtroom where the cop has to testify in front of the judge, but most of the time, no. Nope. It is such a fucking scam. It is such a scam. The entire federal court process is a scam until you get to the second or third level. Or, like what I did in state court, in the appellate court, when Michelle Levitt, remember, she vacated even having my hearing. The appeal bond hearing, 2 weeks after I was wrongfully incarcerated, she vacated the whole hearing. And then when there were millions of people who watched my video and knew I got cheated, then Michelle Levitt took the case on appeal and let me go almost 4 months after I had been put in that dungeon. But there's no courtroom. There's no courtroom. There's no judge listening to the cop. There's no judge ready to admonish the cop for what he's done. You have a judge who's on the side of the cops. That's the plain, simple fucking truth. Just chaps my ass. Chevy, where you at? You got 20 people calling for you. Where you at? So he says here, there's cops going to end up in federal court explaining to a judge. No, there is not. No, there's not. That's not going to happen. Shiva went to the Supreme Court and the court agreed non-justifiable, which means they have no authority. It's constant. We live in such a bullshit. People say, oh, we have the greatest system in the world. No, we don't. We have a fucked up bullshit, jackboot, thug, pig, police state, prison state, death state. That's what we have. And this lawyer's wrong. They're not going to have to face court. Charles McWhorter.
Federal court explaining to a federal judge why they don't understand the Constitution of the United States.
A story that begins on a Tuesday afternoon in October.
I wouldn't do that, by the way.
In Montrose.
Do you see this? I've told the cops. Let me show you.
Federal judge why they don't understand the Constitution of the United States.
So cops have said to me before to turn around and walk backwards. I said, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing it. There you go. Take me. Come on, boys. There you go. Take me. I'm not turning around and walking backwards. You can kiss my ass. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. Oh, I know it, Jet Mesh. I know it.
A story that begins on a Tuesday afternoon in October.
Okay, find her back.
In Montrose.
Is this too tight?
Montrose police arrested 2 people in a gray Kia, a car rented months earlier but never returned.
She thought he bought more time with the rental company. Oh, okay.
A routine bust until the moment officers discovered a sex toy in the junk-strewn SUV. One of them stuck it to a fender.
Did he say junk strewn? It's not junk strewn. There's stuff in there. This isn't a trash car. There's not a bunch of trash everywhere. Why do you call it junk strewn?
In the junk-strewn SUV.
It's not junk strewn. There's a bed back there to sleep. There's blankets. Those blankets look warm and comfy. How's it junk strewn? That's state-run media for you.
One of them stuck it to a fender, as if it was an X-rated radio antenna.
What a dick.
At that point, those officers could go home with a war story. You won't believe what happened today at work, but Josh Smith was hungry.
I usually always get a Reese's Polar Swirl.
And the only thing keeping him from that
don't eat Reese's Polar Swirls
frozen treat were the cop cars.
I could barely squeeze through to get into the drive-thru.
Clogging the drive-thru lane.
And I just rolled my window down and I yelled.
Yelled he did.
Got the way, kids.
But for one officer,
Quit yelling or you're going to get a citation, understood?
That's no, bro. This is, I mean, you guys, you know, and this is, so just so you know, I'm a little frustrated that, I mean, Roger Lane, thanks for the support. I super appreciate it, man. Plead the Fifth, thanks for the gifted memberships. I super appreciate it. But this is the reason why I give the trifold away. When that dirty pig walked up to him and said, quit screaming or you're going to be cited, what does he say exactly?
Away, kids.
But for one officer,
Quit yelling or you're going to get a citation, understood?
No. At that point, you pull down your trifold. You say, first, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Second, officer, it says right here on my trifold, I can curse cops out anytime I want, California versus Cohen. If I curse you out, Houston versus Hill, it's my right to interrupt you. It says right there. It says right there. You pull the trifold out and you show the cop and you have your camera. This is the reason why, even though it frustrates me, I will continue to give the trifold away for free to anybody who can't afford it. You should donate $1 or $2. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but you know what? I'll still give it to you for free. Some people literally don't have a freaking dime. So King Braveheart, Roger Lane, thanks, man. Appreciate your support. But if you don't have a dime, I don't know how you drive a car. So it's double-edged sword.
there was nothing funny about the hubbub at Humdinger's.
By the way, I'm ordering my food. Quiet. Order your food.
As I was sitting there waiting for my food, I kind of just realized, like, you know, he just threatened me and I didn't even do anything wrong.
Dinner in hand, Josh Smith had more to say.
What's the problem?
Start blocking the road. They said nobody could get to the drive-thru for a half an hour.
And then a question.
So,
What's your name, man?
There is nothing
What's your name? Fuck you. That's my name.
prohibiting someone from using basically any language they want to protest the actions of a police officer.
Enter civil rights attorney David Lane, who's representing Josh Smith.
Can't be flipping people off.
The United States Supreme Court decided that back in the 70s.
I'm going to go stop them. Okay. Write them a ticket.
$120 ticket for making an obscene gesture.
Have a wonderful day.
I was just trying to tell him to get out of the way. That's all I was trying to tell him to do.
The city attorney later changed the charge to interference with police, saying it accurately reflects the evidence. According to Lane, that's just plain inaccurate.
That is not accurate. That is not accurate. The Supreme Court. So I think my ebook, just so you know, if you guys order anything from my site, I'm going to give you the ebook for free. But right here is the holding. And this is in my ebook. I made the ebook so you would read it to kids. Let me push this. Whoops, let me push this bad chicken back just a little bit. So check this out. This is from my ebook. I printed it out the other day just so you guys could see it. The 1987 case of Houston versus Hill. Whoops. This is from the ebook, which with any purchase on my website, you get this ebook. And it says here, you guys can see it right there. And it's a unanimous decision. It's 8-1 decision. And what it says here is, upon shouting at police in an attempt to divert their attention from his friend during a confrontation, Mr. Hill was arrested for willfully interrupting a city policeman by verbally challenging him during an investigation. And here's the actual holding. It's in the ebook on my website. You guys can get it. I'll give it to you for free if you can't afford it. Held. The First Amendment requires that officers in municipalities respond with restraint in the face of verbal challenges to police actions. This is the case that attorney will cite in his federal civil rights lawsuit. Since a certain amount of expressive disorder is inevitable in a society committed to individual freedom and must be protected if that freedom would survive. I took those exact words right there and I put them in the trifold right there. Expressive disorder is inevitable in a society dedicated to freedom and must be protected if that freedom can survive. Mr. Hill interrupted police, and I can interrupt you as well. If the gentleman had had this trifold on him and showed him the law, and it had been on camera, the chances of him being arrested diminish greatly. That's why I give this frickin' trifold away. Just so you know, the emails I got in the last 24 hours, it's going to take me an hour to sit there and click and click and click and click and click. But I'm going to do it in the hopes that you'll print it out and use it. That's what I hope the most. That's what I hope the most.
Yelling at the cops, calling them idiots, calling them names, and flipping them off doesn't interfere with anything. It just hurts their feelings.
It's just like they're extorting money, $120. That's not a lot of money to a lot of people, but then they just pay it rather than go to the court.
Josh Smith is going to court Thursday. And it's a safe bet. He'll have plenty to say.
Oh, a ticket for what? Dump.
That's why you're getting a ticket. Keep your mouth shut, please.
Kevin Vaughn. 9 News.
I would have taken that pig to
Getting a
task.
ticket. Keep your mouth shut, please.
Oh, if that pig had told me to keep my mouth shut, I would have told him to go himself. I got to be careful how many F words I use because my video will be demonetized and it'll say it's demonetized because of bad language. Because nobody's heard the F word before. King Braveheart has gifted out 5, 10, 25, 35, 45, 55 memberships. Roger Lane has gifted 20 memberships. There's 75 gifted memberships right there between those two people. Small Miracle Garages just did a super chat. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So just so you guys know, what this allows me to do tomorrow is I can sit there and click and just give away free trifolds. Michael Day said, not plead the fifth, King Braveheart. Did I say plead the fifth? I'm so sorry. I meant King Braveheart. I'm so sorry. Plead the fifth is someone different, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. A ton of gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. Johnny Groman, what's going on, man? So do you mind if I tell your story, Johnny? Do you mind if I tell the story? Oh, do you want to email that to me, man? Swerve Show? My email address is DeleteLawZ@gmail.com. DeleteLawZ@gmail.com. If you would shoot me that email, Swerve Show. I just put the email in the chat. If you wanna, King Braveheart and Roger Lane, Small Miracle Garages, April. There's so many people Rising Tides. So many people contributed tonight. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I didn't even plan on doing a live stream tonight, but the editor doesn't have any video right now to cut, and so I had to do a live stream to make sure, because we do primarily short videos, but now we can't even get Josh Walcott as a new member. Thanks so much for coming, Josh Walcott. I super appreciate it. Let me check my email and see if that came in. I asked him to send me in that video. There it is. And then, I mean, come on, bro. Dude, just come on, dude. I'm doing what I do right now. You know what I mean? Let me do what I do, dude. If you want to have a discussion, more than welcome to have a discussion with you when we get offline. You know what I mean? But right now I'm doing what I do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
Rhode Island assessing police misconduct records. Accessing.
Thank you.
This is a long video.
The job, then this happens. Hey, nope, we're not doing this, sir. Hold on. You're getting all up in their face and everything. I don't need you trying to.
You know, can I ask you guys a question? There's a couple things. Oh, is Ripple leaving? Are you still here, Ripple Effect? There's a couple things that cops say that just drive me crazy. One is, we're past that now. You mean your ego and your temperament is past that now. You're going to find me, fee me, arrest me, ruin me, cage me, kidnap me, charge me, impound my car, and steal my money because you are not equipped. Life Under the Microscope is still here. What's going on, Life Under the Microscope? And then this one right here. We're not doing that. As they attack you. And so
This Amazon delivery driver was just doing his job, then this happens. Hey, nope, we're not doing this, sir.
We're not doing this. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. King Braveheart, you are a champion. God bless you, brother. Appreciate you. So I want you guys to do me a favor. When you see a video where the cop says, we're not doing this, I want you to timestamp the video and send me the link to the video. Can you do that for me? when you hear a cop say, Gio, when you hear a cop say, we're not doing this, it's almost always when the cop is attacking the person. We're not doing this as he attacks them. You are doing it. You absolutely are doing this to me. 100,000%. You are doing this to me. I didn't ask for you to do this. You are doing this to me. I did not ask for you to do this to me at all whatsoever. And you're doing this to me. So if you see a video, I want you to find that video and I want you to take the video, take a copy of the link, email it to me at DeleteLawZ and say, hey, Chili, it's between 3 minutes and 50 seconds and 3 minutes and 55 seconds. We're not doing this. Is as good as we're past that now. We're not doing this. You mean you're attacking me? We're not doing this as you attack me? Is that what you're talking about? It's so unbelievable.
Hold on, what the f is you doing? You're getting all up in their face and everything. I don't need you trying to hit them or nothing. Like, she ran to the van. Ran inside the van, grabbed the packages, and tried to walk off. Her husband put hands on me. I don't see him in cuffs. I mean, in cuffs.
Do you see how you're acting compared to them right now?
They're not supposed to be in the front. They're not supposed to be on me in the first place because I didn't do shit. Okay, well, he's a police officer. He detained you.
Did you hear what this paramedic said?
Okay, well, he's a police officer. He detained you. They're not supposed to be on me in the first place because I didn't do shit. Okay, well, he's a police officer. He detained you.
Well, he's a police officer. He detained you. You mean he torture cuffed you? He attacked you?
It's clear as the Johns Creek police respond to a call about a dispute between a black male Amazon worker and a group of wild Karens in the neighborhood. On arrival, the cop runs towards the group at the end of the cul-de-sac, seeing and hearing the argument. But when the worker tries to explain to the officer what happened,
hey man, they don't need for that language. Come on, man.
I mean, how ironic is it to hear a pig say, hey, we don't need that language. We don't need that language. How do cops talk to us? Don't cops say, show me your fucking hands. Get on the fucking ground. I will fucking shoot you. Isn't that how cops talk to us? Isn't that the way the cops talk to us?
Hey, spin your mother. I got a mask on. Hey, right, nope, we're not doing this, sir.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Man, what the f is you doing? I'm not even resisting, man. What the f is you doing? You're getting all up in their face and everything. I don't need you trying to hit them or nothing. Like, what is you doing? I got you in cuffs right now. Now calm down. We don't need the language or nothing. Come on, chill out, man. Talk to me. What's going on? Hold on. She ran into my fucking truck. I'm trying to do my job. Okay. Right? That's what the f I'm trying to do. And these motherfuckers with me. Take a step back. On me, step back. You think I calm down. All right? Dude, I'm trying to help you out here.
What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I want you to stay with me here. Stop resisting, says Clown Patrol. Okay? Okay. Just listen and look. Just listen and look.
Dude, I'm trying to help you out here.
You put him in torture cuffs. And you literally are saying, I'm trying to help you out here. Put a one in the chat if he's not helping him at all whatsoever. You put the guy in torture cuffs. Jason D said, I'm going to help the shit out of you. Like, what are you talking about? Kelly said, cops just don't give a flip. This pig literally said, I'm trying to help you out. You grabbed him and cuffed him up. You didn't grab him and say, hey, get out of their faces. Go stand over there, which would make perfect sense to me. For, cop's going to put his hands on you, grab you by your shoulders and say, hey, go over here. Don't stand on their face. I got to take control of the scene. Makes a lot of sense to me. No problem. Oh, okay, man. No problem. I get it. I'm excited. My band just got robbed. Okay, cool. But to put him in torture cuffs and then to say, I'm trying to help you out here. Who the fuck are you? If that's help, what does not help look like? If you're trying to help me out by putting me in torture cuffs, how does that help me out? That's just so unbelievable to me.
Shut the. We don't need that. I told her I gotta put the bags on her front porch. Okay. All right. And she refused to listen to me, so I drove off. Then she came in and ran into my truck. Guess you did. That's why we in this situation now. All right.
So while trying to deliver this lady's packages, she tried to stop him from doing it properly. So he drove off, and this Karen hopped in his van and started grabbing packages, which is a crime, the only crime here. But we get this cop who, instead of separating everybody immediately to assess the situation, he slaps the cuffs on the black man, claiming that he might get violent, like muzzling a wild animal, without detaining or arresting anyone, claiming he's quote unquote trying to help.
It's just so unbelievable. And, you know, of course, I do know that black people are targeted more than white people. I have to say, though, that this is happening to everybody. It's not just happening to black people, especially if you're poor or white or black or brown, don't reach around. If you're not black and this is happening to you, put a 1 in the chat. If you are black and it's happening to you, put a 3 in the chat. It's happening to everybody. Believe me, on my team, on my inner circle of Team DLZ, it's half the people are black. So, you know, I hear from them what happens in their world. Like people who I talk to and work with every day are black folks on my team. So I know what's happening to black people in record numbers. If it's happening to black people, if it's happening to white people as much as it's happening to white people, and black people are 3 to 5 times more, can you imagine how many people it's happening to? I mean, Relative Car, he knows. How many black people is it hacking to? If you're black, if you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. It's just holy shit. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Well, let's see how helpful he really is.
Okay, so after she backed into your van, what's going on, man? She ran into my van. That's what I said.
Thanks, Johnny.
I clearly said that.
We'll talk soon, Johnny.
Van. What happened next? Yeah, I tried to get the packages. She doing flipping like a lord. Then I don't care, man. If I take them off, you gonna be cool? Yeah, I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah.
You gotta take these cuffs off me, man.
So you mean that? Hold on a second. And this is a reaction video, so I have to react. So you mean that the cop couldn't have grabbed him by the shoulders and said, hey, come over here. I need you to calm down. I have to take control of the situation right now. Makes a lot of sense to me. But instead, he went immediately for cuffs, immediately to torture cuff him. Just unbelievable.
All right. You're not under arrest right now. I got to know what the hell's going on, though, man.
Jammo.
The packages are on the front porch. Yeah, take a picture.
Jammo said, because I made up a saying, I said, if you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. And then Jammo said, Chili, who's that leave to reach around, though? The idea that there's some super elite rich people getting pulled over, no matter what color their skin is, the idea. Mingo Wingo's here, everybody. What's the matter, you and life under the microscope? I'm getting giddy. I've been up too late.
That is protocol. Yeah. All right. And she refused to listen, so I drove off. Because I don't have time to be arguing. I don't have time to be in people's faces. I got a job. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Then all these motherfuckers coming out with their cameras and talking all this shit, putting their fucking hands on me, but they not telling you what they doing. They only telling you what I do. I tried to drive away. She wouldn't let me. She ran to the van. Ran inside the van, grabbed the packages, and tried to walk off. And I told her, you can't do that. You refused to listen to me, so I drove off.
Did you put hands on her?
No, I did not put hands on her.
Okay.
But her husband put hands on me. I don't see him in cops.
Exactly. You know, and F has a good point. You got to keep your calm. At the same time, though, F's a big supporter, big member of Team DLZ here. So I'm certainly not bashing you, F. What I'm saying is, though, why do they have to go in cuffs? You don't have to put someone in cuffs. Like I said, F, he is losing composure. The cop could have easily put his hands on him, grabbed him by the shoulder, grabbed him by the arm and said, hey, man, let's walk over here so I can de-escalate the situation. because the cop was trying to de-escalate until he put the guy in torture cuffs. And that escalates everything as soon as you start putting chains on people. That's incredible. I agree with you to a point, F.
I mean, cuffs.
Do you see how you're acting compared to them right now?
Because they the ones fucking with me.
Big time, F.
How you think I do this for the help, for the fuck?
The worker raises questions of why is he in cuffs when the husband grabbed him and she grabbed packages out of his van, yet the cop only focuses on this man's anger when his anger is justified. In his eyes, they are the victims and this black man is the aggressor.
I totally agree. Who's this creator? Good job, dude.
But then other officers show up, and this scene gets even more biased and one-sided.
So this is unnecessary.
Once again,
this is unnecessary.
I've already explained to you that twice, 3 times.
Okay.
Now.
Have you ever seen somebody argue? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen two people yell at each other?
Yeah.
Okay then.
And we separate them.
But yet I'm in cuffs.
Yes.
Fair. That's all fair. He doesn't need to be in cuffs. I agree. At this point, right, we now know that this man works for Amazon or works for FedEx. I can't tell which one that is. I'm sorry if I made a mistake here. But he works for a delivery company. He drives a company truck. We now know that this guy is a responsible individual. You don't give someone your packages with your cell phones and your computers and your lights and your microphone and your headphones and your hoodies. You don't give someone all your stuff to deliver them if he wasn't a trustworthy, level-headed guy. He's going through something here, but he doesn't need to be in cuffs anymore. Now that he's calmed down and he's just animated and explaining what he's going through, you can take him out of the torture cuffs. Sevenfold, don't reach or make any sudden moves. I mean, do we agree on that? At this point right here, they could take him out of the torture cuffs. Do we agree on that? They could take him out of the torture cuffs right here, right? Right. Swerve Show said, it's a felony to steal mail, but the cop was trying to catch him saying, I didn't hit him, even if it was self-defense. So spot on, Swerve Show. So spot on. Welcome to the channel, Swerve Show. I haven't seen you before because I don't know that name, but thank you for coming by, dude. You've added some really great comments along with Jennifer Hill and April and Jetmesh. And well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the beautiful insight tonight.
That's the best I can do right now.
Because I never tried to fight.
Behind you, okay?
What?
Behind you.
For what?
Because they're not supposed to be in the front.
All right, but I never tried to fight him, though. I never tried to fight him. That's why the cuffs is on me.
No, they're not.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a second.
The fight behind you, okay?
What?
Earlier, I said this was a paramedic. It's just another pig. Listen to what the pig says.
That's the best I can do right now.
Because I never tried to fight him.
Behind you, okay?
What? What? Did this dirty pig just say, hold on, let's put the handcuffs behind you? So it's one thing if you're here, you can still talk and you can still wipe your nose. You can still undo your pants. If you got to take a piss, you can still scratch your chest. And this dirty pig, they know he's the driver. He explained that they came on his mail truck, took his mail, and he was just driving away. And he says, hold on a minute. Let's put the cuffs behind you. So you're completely incapacitated. What kind of bozo clown world are we living in? What kind of bozo clown world are we living in?
For what?
Because they're not supposed to be in the front.
All right, but I never tried to fight him, though. I never tried to fight him. That's why the cuffs is on me.
No, they're not supposed to be in the front.
They're not supposed to be on me in the first place because I didn't do shit.
Okay, well, he's a police officer. He detained you.
But I'm not under.
And I'm under the thin blue line, and I can just put you in torture cuffs because I want to. He's a police officer, and he detained you, so he can do anything he wants.
Yes, because I didn't commit no crime.
Take the other hand.
So why the fuck am I in cuffs, man?
No.
Please.
No way.
Man, this is some fucking bullshit.
No way.
Man.
Hey, man, stop resisting, man. Let me just get the cuff.
Listen, man.
You're pulling your arms apart, man. Now I'm going to double lock so I don't cinch up on you, all right?
What a load of shit. What a load of shit. Put in the comment section for me, JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pigs. We live in a jackboot thug pig society. He already explained the entire situation. He explained, two people argue, I'm a little animated. He already explained it. He already explained it. And what do the cops do? The cops then say, thanks, King Braveheart. I appreciate that. What do the cops say and do right here?
Stop cussing. So why the fuck am I in cuffs, man? Stop cussing, please.
Stop cussing. F you, dude.
Man, stop cussing. This is some fucking bullshit, man.
Hey, man, stop resisting, man. Let me just get the cuff on.
Man.
Let me just put you in torture cuffs behind your back. Let me just put you in torture cuffs.
You're pulling your arms apart, man. Now I'm going to double lock so I don't stitch up on you, all right?
You ain't gonna do shit to me. You ain't gonna do shit to me. Fuck you. Bring it there. Fuck you now. You got a pretty good job. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Alright?
So we just put a hand in between them. So he's egging it on, though, is the problem.
You'll see he's about to push him.
Whoa, they're trying to find a reason to arrest the driver.
So he put his hands on him first.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He walks away from him there.
Okay, but nobody's been hurt. Nobody's injured. Two dudes had a disagreement. They both pushed each other. Let them go home. Come there, keep the peace as a peace officer, and let the gentleman go home. They're trying to find a reason to arrest you. Do you agree now? Do you guys understand why I say the things I say? They're trying to find a reason and a way to arrest them. Cops are trying to find a reason and a way to arrest you every single day. They're looking at the video going, oh, he pushed him. Oh, he pushed him too. They pushed him. Okay, I can arrest them now and charge them with battery. It's insane. You know what's really abused in our country? And believe me, I'm not for domestic violence at all whatsoever. But the domestic violence phone call is abused. I was in jail with 20, 30 guys, all who said, I got in an argument with my wife. We had a little pushing match. I left. And that's it. She pushed me. I pushed past her to leave. And the cop goes to the wife and says, did he push you? He pushed past me to leave because I was blocking the door. You're under arrest, domestic violence. It's so abused in our country. It's so unbelievable. I know a guy personally. When he left the house, and this is like November of 2024, when he left the house, he took his phone as he was trying to get away from his wife. He took the phone, turned it upside down like this, so the video was facing him. He held the video up over his hands and said, I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her. Looking up, narrating to the phone, I'm not touching her, as he wiggled his way out the door, reached up on the top of the door and pulled the door like that. Didn't reach down and grab the doorknob where she could put his hands on his hands, reached up to the top of the door and pulled the door open. Then when the cops got there, I would have been gone. I would have never gone near those cops because they just want to put you in jail. He said, look on the video, never touched her, never touched her. Some incidental contact as he trying to get out of the room, but he never touched her. What do you think is going to happen? I bet they're going to arrest the delivery driver.
So we've got discon on him.
Disorderly.
He just did this. It wasn't.
We got disorderly conduct on him. He's trying to find a reason to arrest him.
So we've got discon on him.
We've got disorderly conduct on him. We can take him to jail and he can lose his job. And I'm okay with that because I get to take somebody to jail.
And he just did this. It wasn't pushing as far as I just saw. Can you rewind that?
Oh, he's got to re-examine it. He's got to re-examine it. What a fucking pig. He just did this on her. But roll it back again. Let me see if I can charge him with battery. Do you understand? Do you understand? Oh, yeah. What's the matter, you? Oh, yeah. Absolutely, a lot of women have weaponized the domestic violence charge because it's too easy. If women had to go to the station and swear a complaint, they'd have more time to chill out, calm down, so they don't unfairly ruin the man. I'm telling you, I was in jail with so many people who, Mikey B's here, everybody. Thanks for coming, Mikey. Love you, buddy. Could have used you earlier. We had a bunch of trolls here. It was just unbelievable. For some reason, they think they control my chat and say, oh, you don't have to have a driver's license. You know, oh yeah, you're not kidding, Johnny boy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, dude. It's unbelievable. But they're trying to find a reason to arrest this guy. Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Let's just take a vote. Good to see you, Johnny boy. Put a 1 in the chat if you think they're going to arrest him. Roger, what do you think? What do you think, Roger? Do you think they're going to arrest him? Do you think they're going to arrest him? Put a 1 in the chat if you think they're going to arrest this delivery driver. We got discon on him, disorderly conduct, because he was excited. He was animated because they tried to rob his van. So we got discon on him. We can arrest him because he was excited. Like, we have turned into. So Maria thinks they're not going to arrest him. Maybe, Maria, have you seen this already? Can a maniac. Sevenfold.
He's mainly reacting to him. He's still primary.
You already said he's still primary. They're still listing us as subject and perp, and you're the primary, not as Mr. DeCastro.
If someone gets in your face, though,
Yeah, so
he's acting like this.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a reasonable?
I think it's reasonable
to push him back. He didn't punch him.
Well, he steps in between him and he got in his face when he goes around it. That's
So I want you guys to all take notice here. I want you guys to all take notice. If you get in somebody's face and talk hostily, if you get in someone's face and you scream at them, the cops are all sitting around seeing if they can charge you with discon. They got a little abbreviation for disorderly conduct now, which means you go to jail, your car gets impounded. If he's a delivery driver and he goes to jail here, he loses his job. I'm on a break, Jet Mesh. I'm on a break, bro. I'm on a break. I'm on a break. I'm on a break, my friend.
the thing.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, he gets in his face. So
he didn't lay a hand on him there.
He's the one walked up to him in his face.
But he's still acting the way he is, though.
I'm saying he did walk up to him in his face, so that's the only face.
Because all it is right now is this is not a threatening manner or anything like that. It's when he but then him, that's a defense. I think at most it's discon.
Yeah, obtain this video. I would say charge him with discon.
I don't know what comes.
Charge him with a crime for being upset. Charge him with discon. Like, look how they're so quick. Hey, King Braveheart, thanks a lot. Thanks, brother. Thanks for all the memberships you gifted out tonight, King Braveheart. I really appreciate your support.
If they're
Here we see the cop working really hard to pin the worker as the aggressor. But here's what happened. When the wife grabbed the packages out of the van, he turned around, gets out, and yells at her to stop. The simp husband gets in his face and puts his hand on the worker to create some distance. And he simply brushes the husband's hand away. The husband was still the aggressor, and the worker was just defending himself. But let's see what the police do.
I think it's going to stop him from leaving.
Yeah.
They're running red.
Okay. All right. Cool. What are we doing about that?
Impound it.
Take a look at them. Take a good look at them. Take a good look at the dumb shits that are pigs. What do we do with the truck? Impound it. Take a look at how dumb they are.
What are we doing about that?
Impound it.
Wow. They don't care about anybody or anything. They're pigs. Those are pigs right there. Those are pigs.
Okay.
Yeah, impound it.
Okay. Who cares? Who cares about his life? Who cares about this great delivery job working as a delivery driver?
I get that he got in your face and everything, okay, man? But the problem is, All of his stuff is reacting to you acting the way you did to his wife.
I reacted
to her jumping in the van. I get that, man.
Then why are you arresting him and putting him in torture cuffs and ruining his life? And look at the tiny little crevice of a space. Look where your feet are supposed to go. Look at that. Look where your feet are supposed to go. You're treated like a Jew in Nazi Germany. Look at that.
I'm in cuffs. I'm the one doing my job. I'm the one that drove away from her. Y'all forget that.
I wonder if he's going to get help.
I'm the one that drove away from her.
You drove away at first, but then you came back, man.
If you don't think this is some racist ass shit, I disagree with you. I think this is racist as right. I think this is totally racist. I think the cop is being a racist. I think they're being racist all the way. I don't know how you don't see this as racism. Let me ask you guys a question. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's racist. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think it's racist. I just want to know what you think. This is why black people say that no justice, no peace, no racist police. He's the driver. He tried to leave. They were in his van taking his packages. He has a duty to protect those packages. I think this is racist as fuck. This is completely and utterly racism. And you're not going to be able to. I just unchecked tyranny. Yeah. It looks racist to me. You know, I mean, I'm the first one to say Isabel thinks it's racist as well. Isabel, I sent off your trifold. I actually mailed you a trifold. I sent you off everything for free. Isabel actually donated. She donated. When I was doing the giveaway the other night, she actually went on my website and donated me some money. Not a lot, but enough where I could ship her off a trifold and I didn't take a loss. So thank you, Isabel. I appreciate that. I actually mailed you a trifold in the mail. So it's coming, Isabel. And I also emailed you everything in my store, my ebook, my trifold, my cop cards, everything for free. So thank you. I appreciate your donation. If everybody did that, Isabel, I would never be in a cash crunch because I give away hundreds of these trifolds every week. Hundreds. Like, people don't know. Hundreds. Everybody, Rago Monkey is in the chat. Rago Monkey is in the chat. If you are not subscribed to Rago Monkey's channel, get your butt over there and subscribe to his channel and watch all of his videos. He is one of the most prolific auditors in the country. He's fantastic. Rago, just so you know, I have to stop myself from showing all of your videos because I don't want to be grifting off of you and you doing your work. I show your videos once every 2-3 weeks or so, but I could sit there and do a Rago Monkey marathon. Maybe I'll do that one time. If you guys are not subscribed to Rago Monkey, please get over there and subscribe to him. He is incredible. Top notch. And I don't say that about everybody. He's top notch. He's on another level. I'll put it to you that way. Let's see what happens. Let's listen to them. Here's this cop explaining part to me this is the worst part for me.
Okay.
Impound it. Now listen to this.
I get that he got in your face and everything, okay, man? But the problem is...
I get that he got in your face and everything. If you get that he got in his face and everything, then let the man go.
All of his stuff is reacting to you acting the way you did to his wife.
I reacted
to her jumping in the van. I get that, man.
You get that the guy got in his face. You get that the woman jumped in his van, but you're arresting him and ruining his life.
I'm in cuffs. I'm the one doing my job. I'm the one that drove away from her. Y'all forget that. I'm the one that drove away from her.
Racist fucking pigs.
You drove away at first, but then you came back, man.
She took packages that she wasn't authorized to get, and I thought.
So he went back to get the packages.
I'm the one that drove away from her.
You drove away at first, but then you came back, man.
She took packages that she wasn't authorized to get, and I told her, so she refused.
Why didn't you call your super?
What? She took packages that she was not authorized to get. What? That is just so incredible. That is so incredible. Small Miracle Garage said, if you have one bad cop and 100 good cops that don't stop the one bad cop, you have 101 bad cops. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 1 in the chat. Bill Rowe Birds gifted out 5 memberships to DeleteLawZ. Thanks so much, man. It's just disgraceful. It's just disgraceful. King Ghost Wolf, it's just disgusting. Right on, Canna. Super glad you're not going to regret subscribing to Rago Monkey. That dude is fucking badass, dude. These cops are incompetent. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just, thanks, Bill Robert, for the 5 memberships. Everybody say thanks, Bill. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Wow. This is just, and here's Rago Monkey's link if you guys didn't subscribe over there. It's just, wow. Wow. This is, I didn't know this would make me so mad, but I mean, if you guys don't know what racism looks like, you're looking at it. I don't know how it can be confused for anything else. The only way it could be confused for anything else, the only way you could say that it's not racist is the fact that they would do this to absolutely anybody if they can. If you get animated and you scream and you respond by trying to get the packages the woman stole, I think they would do it to anybody. Do I think they're doing it to him because he's black? He's the only black guy there. That's all I'm saying. He's the only black guy there.
Supervisor, man. All right. Why don't you just call your supervisor? Have them help you out with figuring it out.
Have you stood there and waited for us to come after that happened?
I told him.
Now she's going to cop-splain away to the guy who's losing his job and go into the dungeon. I hope this guy's employer watches this and they stick up for him.
I wasn't leaving.
Listen,
Why? Because
I'm
I
saying
know
if
that
you'd
they
have
called.
stood and waited at your vehicle instead of walking back over to where this
He
happened,
can't. He has deliveries to do. There's a schedule.
stood and waited at your
Hey.
vehicle instead of walking
Did
back
y'all,
over
did
to where
y'all,
it
did
happened.
y'all arrest him for putting his hands on me?
We watched the whole video. That's
Yeah,
the
and he didn't.
insert.
Did y'all see him put his hands on me?
We saw everything.
Okay, then arrest him too.
So why isn't he in cuffs?
Because
I don't know why she ran into the van.
Wow. Wow. Do you not see it? I mean, somebody disagree with me. Somebody tell me that it's not racism. Somebody tell me this is not racist. Someone tell me this is not racist. I want somebody to tell me that this isn't racism so that I don't feel like I'm just completely out of my element here. Does anybody see this as not being racist? I just want to know, because he's the only black guy there. Isabel jumps in. It's not racism. It's just them being thugs. And then Everett said, absolutely racist. And then Bill Robert said, white privilege, absolutely racist. JBT Jack Big Jack Boot Thug Pigtail. JBTPT. JBTPT. Jack Boot Thug Pigtail. Classist. Aaron. Classist, because take a look at the houses, but they are white people. I think it's racist. I think it's racism, is what I think. JBTPT. Yeah. It's not racism because they do it to everybody, including black cops doing the same thing to others. JBTPT. Let's take a look at the houses, though. Those are some nice houses around there. Those are some nice houses around there. I mean, those houses are nice. Look how big that house is. So what's the timestamp? We're at 9:29. It's only 11 minutes. So we're at 9:30, and it's over in a minute and a half. Let me just roll back real quick here. Let me see. Look at the house in the back. Ooh, that's a nice house. You know what it looks like? It looks like what's the name of that place in Dallas? Park in Dallas. Let me see. Ooh, that's a nice road. That's a nice area right there.
She doing flipping like along, and then I don't care.
Ooh, look how big. Ooh, look at the house here. Ooh, that's nice.
If I take them off, you can be
Highland Park in Dallas. That looks like Highland Park in Dallas.
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. You gotta take these cuffs off.
Ooh, and look at you can really tell the place that got money.
Man, I don't care, man.
Ready?
If
Take a look at the mailbox. It's one of those brick mailboxes. So yeah, I think it's racism. You guys can disagree with me, but I think this is racism. I 100% believe this is racism.
I'm the one. She ran into the van. He put his hands on me. And then I'm the one that ended up because I'm yelling and cussing. They the ones
Yes, sir.
that put hands on me.
That's disorderly conduct. We're going
So
on with the fact that
what
that's the
about them
primary.
putting hands on me?
What does the D stand for? Is that DICK?
It's all reactionary to you, man.
After she ran into the van.
Once again, there's other ways that we could have handled this.
She could have killed me. She could have did something to me.
Stop.
You would have stayed at your vehicle.
Spread your feet for me.
Called us.
So I guess this cop has never heard of the fight or flight response, which is sad as a police officer. Look, I don't care what anybody says. This is a clear case of racial bias.
Oh, dude, I'm 100% with you, dude. I'm 100% with you. I think that dirty, it's for D stands for dirty. DJPT JBTP DJBTPT dirty jackboot thug pig pigtail. I'm sorry. I think this is racism. I think this is racial bias and racism. Yeah, I think this is 100% because he's black and they're white.
They decide to impound his work van, which I'm sure he'll lose his job over.
Right.
More police suppression of the working class in favor of property owners. They claim the husband was justified because he was defending his Karen wife after she basically broke into his van and stole packages, so he went after her. In the heat of the moment, no one is thinking about calling a supervisor. That's moronic cop logic. So
Isabel says she does agree. But I had asked somebody to disagree with me so that I could feel like I wasn't out on an island here.
Is thinking about calling a supervisor. That's moronic cop logic. So here, anger, frustration, yelling is the punishable crime, not theft or the husband being aggressive and putting his hands on people. It's the old racist perspective of white equals purity, black equals aggressive. Do all white people think like this? No.
No. My skin is very light skinned, even though I'm Latino. I don't think like this, brother. Not at all whatsoever. I don't have 1 ounce of racial bias, not even a smidgen. I don't give a shit. I judge you by the color of your skin. If you guys don't know me, if you don't know what I do, when I leave my house, when I leave my office, when I leave my apartment, when I leave my mama's house, when I leave my sister's house, I have a whole stack of these Fifth Amendment cop cards in my wallet every single time, every time. And I give these out. I walk right up to people who I think would be targeted by the police, and I give these cop cards away. If you order anything from my website that I ship, if you spend $10 on my website and you want me to send you off cop cards, I will. 100%. Got to have cop cards in your wallet. So let's finish this up. It's almost done.
Do all purity, black equals aggressive? Do all white people think like this? No. Do all cops think like this? No.
Yeah.
But these cops do.
No, they do.
That worker was able to keep.
No, the majority do. The majority of cops think like this.
Do all cops think like this?
They literally teach cops it's the black guy. It's a fact. I mean, I've literally seen videos where the cop tells another cop, it's the black guy.
No. But these cops do. That worker was able to keep his job or at least find something better. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Thank y'all for watching. Check out another video, and I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Thanks for the. Wow. There it is right there. There it is. Yeah, leave my house with a full charge on my phone. Listen, I've been on for almost 4 hours. King Braveheart, Roger Lane, Danelle Brown, Claudette, Small Miracle Garages, Bill Rowe Birds, all you guys, Isabel, April Rain, Geo, Small Miracle Garages, King Braveheart, man. Dude, thanks for all the memberships you gifted out tonight. You probably gifted 100 memberships. I mean, literally probably gifted 100 memberships. Kelly, thanks for participating. Big shout out to Momo. Geo, love you, brother. I hope he sues. I hope he sues those cops. But again, Swerve Show, it's pretty cool. Claudette, Jason D, Sevenfold. I did not see Chevy or Cope Doggy Dog, but I saw Cope Doggy Dog earlier on a call. So it was good to see Jennifer Hill. Oh, yeah, still 181 people here. Stay. Grateful Dabs. Grateful Dabs actually sent me a donation today. Thanks, Grateful Dabs. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Maria, nothing but love. Listen, I'm not perfect, and I'm flawed. We all are, you know. I'm not perfect. I'm Chevy. No, listen, Ruben, not everybody. Listen, you don't have to give me a dime to get my trifolds or my cop cards. I've just been clicking so much this week, so many hundreds and hundreds of trifolds going out that less people are buying them. You saw I had one order for 75 people who wanted one for free. And I thought to myself, man, you guys can come up with $2, $3 if you could donate something, you know what I'm saying? So I can keep going. But, you know, and if I came off bad or awkward or anything, I'm really sorry. I was I'm just trying to make sure I keep the wheels on the car here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You got to be successful or, oh, is that Chevy's channel right there? There's Chevy's channel, you guys. If you guys get over there and subscribe to my friend Chevy's channel, this dude is such an awesome person. He almost died recently. F, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Denny, always love seeing you, man. I don't get to see you very much, but thank you for coming. Absolutely. I haven't seen you in a while, Denny, but I was also in jail for a while. Then I was a little off until just after Thanksgiving. Love seeing you. Oh, Denny. Oh shoot, I just noticed. Denny is rocking the "We Don't Stop" hoodie in his picture. That's so cool. That's so cool. Tony. Yeah, I know what he should sue. He should sue Clown Patrol. I didn't see Life Under the Microscope. Soy Leo. Jennifer Hill. I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks you guys so much for coming to my TED Talk. Mikey B was here earlier. Bruce, Greg. So good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. I still haven't seen Rebecca Kerstad in a while. Rebecca, wherever you are, we miss you. Miss you so much. Big shout out to my friend Maximus. Love you, buddy. Nothing but love and respect for you. I really appreciate you. Shout out to Chuck P. I have so many of you guys who are amazing. King Braveheart, you did too much today. You did too much. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, Gators.